get it right one day. I'm gonna get it right one day. Hey, remember how many times you used to do the messages for your voicemail? It goes something like this. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for locking into another episode of I'll Piss You Off Shortly. This is the podcast where we debate everyday issues, pushing your thought process beyond what's normal. The topics discussed here are meant to be intense, promote growth, and at times may have you feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Me too, a little bit. We may not always agree, and we will more than likely have varied opinions. But with that being said, I can't promise to be your favorite podcaster. Neither do I want to. But I can promise to be transparent, fair, and open-minded. So please, if you think you've got the stamina, passion to debate, analyze, and challenge the normal, please take a number. I promise you, I'll piss you off shortly. Hey, mama, I got a podcast. Hey, I got a podcast. Hey, I got a podcast.
Curtis!
You done fucked up, Curtis.
What the fuck we doing? Who is that,
Curtis? Yeah, Curtis. Who's this?
Who is it? This is where you was at last night after Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, that's my
Ooh!
No.
Oh, no, Curtis!
Guess he wasn't at Best Buy.
Is you dumb?
Where you was at after Thanksgiving? You taking bitches shopping?
You're taking bitches shopping. There you go.
Curtis, no!
Who is it? You see your mother cooking? Are you
Mother cooking? Oh, and she's serious about it
Are
too.
you taking bitches shopping with my money? Give me my card, Curtis. Give me my fucking card.
Oh, he had the card.
All right, you want to play?
You got the. Hey, other shorty ain't having that at all.
I'm calling my brother Rodney. You know he just came up.
Yo.
Oh, don't call Rodney. Oh, shit.
You know, he said, don't do that.
Give me my fucking card now.
Yo, he wild.
And as a
Yo,
matter of
he's
fact,
big wild.
I'm the price. Take everything off that fortune. Take the pedal. Take the fucking pedal.
Is that a Louis belt?
Oh, and the new girl's laughing at him.
Oh, yeah.
Take the pedal.
Oh, so he was swiping her card. She bought him the Louis belt. Oh! And he got the fresh baldy.
Yo, look at the girlfriend. The new girlfriend's like, take it off, bro.
Catman ass. Take that shit off with your Catman ass. Oh, don't be mad now, man. Oh, he big mad. Oh, you gonna take the sneakers off.
Back in the scene. I'm already here. Stop.
Yo. Ooh, with the Hey, Joe, that's how I know you ain't black, because I felt that. Ooh. I felt that. Shit. Ooh. Hey, facts, though. Facts. If that would have been him doing that to her. Yeah, take it off. If he take the pants off, I'm done. I know! Oh, shit!
Set him up for that.
Yo, and the side chick came in.
Oh, this has got to be like a worst case scenario.
Yo, who set him up, Joe? Oh, he took the sock off. Oh, what you gonna do with that belt? Bob, shut up. Bob, shut up. Yo, cheating ass, you bum. Ooh, he big, yo.
You better hope Rodney don't hear about that.
Yo, Rodney's still gonna fuck you up.
Taking bitches shopping on my motherfucking money, broke ass nigga.
Oh shit! What's going on? We in this motherfucker. Yo, it's Rob. I'm gonna calm it down. It's your boy Rob. Welcome to I'll Piss You Off Shortly. And this is how we giving it up today. Joe, that's fucking crazy. Yo, before we get into that, first and foremost, once again, this is Rob. I'll Piss You Off Shortly.
with Joe Guire. And guess what? We have a special guest today. We're gonna go with King Zay. How you doing, King Zay? He's part of the He's part of the CMG family. He's also a guest on John with the G-Man, and he will actually be starting shortly a basketball podcast for Clovercrest Media. But yeah, we're gonna keep that on the wrap. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep that on the wraps. But yeah, that's that video. That video. This is how we give it up, Zay. This is how we give it up, bro. Every week. So like, be prepared to get in. I wanted to show this video because I saw this recently, like within the first couple hours, and I didn't even want to watch the whole thing because I knew at first I thought it was like somebody that was like, you know how people be like making skits and shit and trying to be funny, you know what I mean? Get
clout chasing.
Yeah, exactly, clout chasing.
Yeah.
But once I realized that like she was like, I'm calling my brother, and then like I saw his face, I said, oh, he's serious. I didn't even see the belt part until like. That hurt, Joe. That as a man that used to get the belt, like I still feel that. Like, yee. This is why you do not cheat on black women. But yeah, what were you gonna say, Joe? Or
dude, you guys know that show Cheaters?
Yes.
Okay. That's my favorite TV show of all time. I think that show is incredible. And here's a couple things that occurred to me. And I'm gonna ask the two of you to please answer on behalf of your race, if you don't mind.
Will do.
Because here's the difference between white people cheating and black people cheating, especially on the show Cheaters. On the show Cheaters, if it's a white person, the guy's probably like seeing the secretary. It's at lunchtime. He's supposed to be at a board meeting, but he stops at the Holiday Inn and they're there for 30 minutes. And Joey Greco shows up with the camera guys. When it's black dudes, here's what I hear a lot of the times. And I think, oh, this makes it a lot easier. Joey Greco would meet with like the black woman and she'd be like, yeah, you know, I think this guy's cheating. Why do you think that? Well, he hasn't been around in like 2 weeks. Motherfucker, you're not together. What do you mean? You think he's cheating? Where do you think he's living? He lived with you. He's been gone for 2 weeks. He's living with someone else.
Like I never understood that. Like I've had two female friends in my past that were like that had a situation like that, and they're like, yeah, my boyfriend, I haven't heard from him for like a week and a half, and I'm like, that's not your boyfriend. He's for the streets, as they say nowadays. Like, he's for the streets. And then another girl was like, yeah, we broke up, but then he said he wanted to get back together, so we got back together, but we haven't talked in like a month. You're not back together, shorty. Like, hate to break it to you, but yeah, you're done. You're over with. I don't know what you think, Isaiah.
It's because people don't know how to go out no more. They don't know how to date no more. So you try to cling on to whatever you can have, basically. Yeah, I don't have that issue, but I know some people who have that issue. I know girls who are in a relationship with guys who don't even know they're in relationships with them. And
whole relationships in their head.
They're getting mad at them for texting girls like, you're not even together. What are you talking about?
See, and I struggle with that because I'm in a committed relationship, faithful committed relationship, right? If I were to get into the dating scene right now, matter of fact, my girlfriend now, she bagged me. I wasn't looking, and it says like she came to me first, like I was cool, but I would not know how to even start dating. If I was like, I'm sorry, like, and I think we said this last week, like they're just giving it up differently. Everybody's giving it up differently. Like I wouldn't know where to say, where to go, what to like. I'm sorry, like it's a whole different thing. And then even then, let's see, if you don't hear from the other half within a few days, it's over. Facts, Frank.
Dude, hold the phone for a minute. The fuck are you guys talking? I've told you this before, bro. If I go to Taco Bell, like my wife will like run some errands, hit Home Depot, and I'll squeeze a trip to Taco Bell. No sooner before, like I give them my card, they ring it out, they hand me the bag, and I look down at my phone, and my wife's like, "Taco Bell, huh?"
Yeah, I go away.
Where exactly would I go to cheat on my wife?
But
like,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, could you imagine if like, you know, Motel 6 showed up on my ATM card? Like, what the? How are you guys? I guess my question is this: how are you guys doing this?
I'm not doing it. I don't even know. I can't juggle 2 jobs, let alone
I love
2
Taco
females.
Bell.
Like what I don't see how people do it. And honestly, I don't see how, and this goes for both women and men. Like, come on, like that's dumb as like not dumb as hell, but you've got to be dumb as hell to get caught or be too slack with it. Like, I'm sorry, like you would just have like I'm sorry. I don't
get lazy. People get complacent.
Super late. And I put it this way: I go out and I'm past maybe 5 minutes. The extra time, my phone's ringing off the hook. Hey, how you doing? Where you at? I literally just left. Same routine. A little bit of traffic.
Yeah, I've gotten so boring. I got so to the point too. I'm so boring. You don't even check in on me. I gotta call her like, hey, I'm alive.
Exactly.
On
I don't know. It may, and that's why I was going earlier with it. Like, I don't know. Maybe people that are dating, like I remember when I was coming up, you had talking phase, and that's when you were getting to know somebody. Y'all were probably hitting each other up on the regular, maybe going, you know what I mean, going out in a local scene with a group of people. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you had a kickback, y'all, you know what I mean, y'all kind of kick it close a little bit, whatever the case may be. Maybe. Now,
your talking phase is different than mine.
Okay. So and that's what I'm saying. Like the talking phase, like, okay, I'll put it this way. If I was talking to Shorty or if I was talking to a couple chicks, like, yeah, I'm talking to them. I'm getting to know them. Bet at the dance, I might go holler at Shorty Heavy one time, or I might go to the party, holler at Shorty Heavy one time. But I'm still, you know what I mean? We're not cuffed or nothing like that. Now, if we're dating, now we're exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Now there's a title. But apparently now in this modern day, there's like, hey, yeah, we're dating. And just because we've been dating for 2 months, you're my wifey and you're my wife and all that, like, and all this other shit. Like, no, hold up, pause. We got to like slow everything down. Even if I'm dating you for, if we've been dating for like 3 months or hell, 6 months, that's probationary period. That's
in people's defense, and I hate to say this, you got to move fast nowadays. Because that girl could be a guy next week. She could like girls next week.
Oh my God.
You got to be fast these days. I'm sorry.
but that's what I'm saying. If
I'm not moving people no more. Everyone's trying everything. You got to be fast.
Why got to be fast? Like at that point, I don't want to move fast. Because if things transition that fast nowadays, I need to move slow. I need to know what I'm getting into before I go. Because I'm sorry. If I move fast and I hit a stop sign real quick, that I would have realized that, you know what I'm saying? If I would have took things slow, I'm gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? And by all means, I'm not by all means, y'all know, do whatever you want to do. I'm not knocking you. But for me personally, in my experience, I have to take things slow. Like you said, I'm telling you right now, I've been scrolling on Instagram and be like, damn, she's fine. And then you get to looking and you read in the comments and you're like, oh, get caught up. That is why there are so many divorces across this country. Man, half of those divorces are military divorces anyways, and I'm part of that problem too. But hey, that's why.
Listen, I would say typically speaking, if you've known the person for less than a year and you're getting married, your over-under is probably 3 years. That's not a good idea. You gotta you gotta know the person.
Yeah,
you got to know who you're with, and not only that, Rob. And I know we've talked about this because you love your in-laws, as do I. But you're marrying a whole family, all of them, right? Yeah, you're marrying. You should probably, if you don't spend time with your in-laws and the family you're marrying into, and that's part of the plan when life starts happening. I tell you what. You're not doing yourself any favors. You got to check everybody out. Make sure everybody's cool.
Look, I'm 7 years in. I ain't even start ring searching. Look, I tell people, look, I'm 7 years in. I'm 7 years in. And, yep, sir. And quarantine this year, I realized I could go either way.
No, you know what? That's not a bad realization though. And I mean, I tell you this. I'm what? I don't think I can make it 7 without her being like, yo, or with, you know what I'm saying, or even like some of her family members like strong arming me. But even then, I probably wouldn't be forced to because I was forced the last time. Man, y'all in these comments heavy. I promise you. Let me get this out, and then we're gonna hit these comments.
Yeah, right.
But what was I about to say? Yeah. Oh, so with this one, like, I don't think I could stretch at 7, but like I'm still like, hey, we're good, and I'm glad that we both had that understanding. Like, hey, we're good, we're happy where we're at. There's no rush. We want to make sure that we do things the right way, how we want to do it, and keep it focused that way. Under a year and getting married, but what about a bachelor and bachelor? Are you telling me that's not true love? It can be. It very much can be. I tell you this.
No, it can't.
You can't.
Do you realize in like 18 seasons of that ridiculous show, the first couple ever are together, and none of them since. And I think the first couple because they signed a lifetime contract that forced them to stay married as part of the show. Oh, here's the other thing about this show.
Where do I get that? Where do I
Dude, when you were in high school, what do they call one girl who dated 25 guys at the same time?
Oh,
it wasn't Bachelorette, was it?
No, it was a slut, a whore, something that
23 words I could go through for you.
I mean,
we can do this all day.
We shouldn't have been calling women back
then. Interesting way to sell that show. She's the Bachelorette. No, she's a whore. And she's not finding love on this show because everyone's there to bang her. That's the only reason they're there.
So honestly, though, let's think about probably how much of that cast is actually going there to actually find love or just be on a show. Cool. At this point, you know what I mean? However many seasons they're through, they're just on there just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get my clout. I'm trying to go ahead and get my name out there, see what happens. I think like more maybe shows like Married at First Sight, which I actually like. I think that they have a higher probability rate. But yes, I do believe that they're like that's
no. I don't care what anybody say. Looks
do that.
Looks is very important.
So
looks is very important because guess what? Personality runs out. When you've been with someone for years, personality runs out.
Facts. You got to have something. It's good to see that somebody from Southernton is going to be on that show this season. I would have definitely did one. But going back to Cheaters 2020, kind of to get us back on. Do y'all think that she took that too far? Beating like the way she reacted?
Oh no, she took his unemployment money and went shopping. What the? I would beat him too.
You
know how long it's taking them checks to come?
Did it at any point occur to him to say he was sorry?
No. He was just trying to, and he was doing a horrible job at trying to even like talk himself out of anything. Like, sorry, bro, you know you fucked up when she literally told you to strip and everything that you had on, she bought you and you had her debit card. Bro, turn your iPhone location off.
No.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucked up when he decided to wear a belt and then have his pants by his knees. At that point, you might as well have not worn a belt. It would have saved you half an ass whooping. You got to think about it. If he doesn't wear a belt.
Oh, yeah. He did a lot wrong that day.
I got to understand. I love my people, but we got to change that about our culture. We got to stop wearing our pants with belts on down to our knees. We look ridiculous.
I thought that shit was over with for a while, and I'm 30. I'm 33, and I definitely, you know what I'm saying? I definitely, high school, middle school, like, I definitely bust a sag a little bit here and there, but like not that heavy. I've never been that heavy because I always had to move. So either way I had to maneuver, like it had to be like a quick lift up and you know what I mean? Out. I don't see how dudes is maneuvering like that. And it was always the slow ones. And I never got it. And I don't get it either. Like, bro, y'all already wearing like a size 21 in the pants. So like how
I don't know. I couldn't do it. I lived in the suburbs. Everyone had a dog.
See,
you had to run sometimes.
You had to run. Exactly. Vegas, right? So,
you had to run sometimes, you know. I'll be damned.
I think she. I want to say she was kind of old. Like, I don't know. That's a dude at the same time. That's a whole nigga. So like, she got to keep swinging. Like at that point, you got to keep swinging because you never know if shit go wrong and he starts swinging. Hey, I don't know. I don't know if the brother would have been able to get there fast enough.
Bro, I would have ran.
But yeah, like you still arguing with it, like, yeah, take off.
I would have ran my clothes on.
Yeah,
I'm still at home.
Yeah, why stand there and take that? I guess is my thought. You're right. Just book it and just lose everybody's number.
Unless you want to document your assault. Like the girl beats you all the time and you just want to document this one time. Oh, that's the only reason you should have stayed there because I've been gone. No way.
And he was trying to still get Shorty back too. And other Shorty was like, yeah, nah, you a dumb.
It looked like New York too. If he got on a train, it would have took her forever to catch him.
Also, if she would have walked up to me and been screaming and been like, Curtis, I'd have been like, I am not Curtis. This is crazy, but Curtis may not have. I'm his twin brother. I'm Marcus. Great to meet you.
She would have dotted your eye.
He's home.
Yeah.
I would have sold that for as long as I could.
Yeah.
That wasn't going on.
You know what? Later tonight, go tell that to your wife. Go sleep with a friend and tell your wife it wasn't me. It was my twin brother.
My twin brother. Yeah, I know.
That is better than standing there taking a beating.
Yeah,
it buys you some time. At least you could think of something better, you know,
I would,
or a train ticket out of town. But one way or the other, dude. I mean, you're fried. That's it.
but you know what? He couldn't have ran with his pants down like that. So
No, you're right.
That was
it probably worked out. Listen,
well,
was the lesson, people?
Pull your belt.
Or your belt properly.
Yeah, just wear your belt. You got a whole belt on you, and you're still down there. I don't get it.
It just wouldn't happen to me.
So, I
wear sweats.
Yo, facts.
I wear sweats for this exact reason.
Man, gotta go. One experience that name one experience where you guys, not to say it was like that, but maybe you had an experience with a crazy woman. And it was just like out in public, or maybe I don't know, maybe it should have happened where it should, or it shouldn't have happened where it happened, or I don't know. Anybody got one before I off mine?
Trying to think. I know Joe's got something. He's got a long love life.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, the worst thing I think that happened to me was I broke up with a girl after a couple years, and I didn't know it, but she was following me in her car, and I went by another girl's house where she sat for a while and waited, and then I came out and we were engaged in some sort of high-speed car chase. Before I finally came to an intersection that met a main intersection. I stopped and I got out of my car and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you insane? How does, like, my question is this, like, how does this end with like a fiery car crash? Because I'm not interested. I don't really like you that much.
Jeez. Joe, I thought I was
a bad one.
Yeah,
I'm a little different. I pass on things. I don't tend to argue. I'm one of those who just sit in your fuck up, if you want to put it like that.
You just stew in it. You just
like I met a girl at a party one time, got a number. I was drunk as shit. I saw her the next day on Instagram and I was like, oh God, made a mistake. So I proceeded to not text her no more, and she would continue to text me, but I made it friendly conversation. So I went to a party with my friends one day, and I'm there with them, and we're all having a good time. And she texts me, "Hey, what you doing tonight?" And I go, "I'm just playing video games, chilling." I'm coming out because everyone in New York, everyone in this, especially like the college area, the St. John's area, there's like certain clubs you hit. And she went to St. John's, and I happened to go to a St. John's club that night, not thinking. And I'm texting her all this shit. Yeah, I'm enjoying video games and this, that, and I get a text, and my boys are laughing. I'm like, "What the hell are y'all laughing about?" And I look at my phone. So she's like, "So that's not you in front of me?"
Dunzo.
And I'm just like, "You fucking idiots. You know she's behind me. You say nothing."
Yeah, they left you.
So now I got to go outside and have this 30-minute argument with a girl I don't even go out with.
They was not for the team, yo.
Oh, man. I turned around and she walked in front of me, and they're on the other side, and they're laughing and dancing behind her. And she's like, I'm just,
damn, with somebody you're not even with.
No,
that's crazy.
Crazy.
I think I almost got ran over because she found her hairbrush. So she literally tried to like run me over because she found her hairbrush. Okay, so Pete, my 2 exes ago or a couple exes ago, right?
Yeah.
I had her car because I wanted to go take it for an oil change. She had my car. Well, let's preface this. A couple weeks ago, or a couple weeks prior, we had went to the beach, took my car. She was doing her hair, doing all her makeup stuff. Her brush had got caught up under my seat, right? Driver's seat. So anyways, fast forward, I take her car, she takes my car, get the oil change done. I come home early, or what I think is early. She has left work early because she has found this hairbrush under my seat and is too distraught because I'm cheating on her, right? So I come in. As soon as I open the door, what gets thrown at me? The hairbrush. You cheating motherfucker. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? I found this hairbrush, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, this is not yours. So in the midst of us arguing, I pick up the hairbrush. I'm like, this is your hairbrush. The hairbrush has the same broken handle and the same chip on it that you've had this hairbrush for like 2 years, right? That's not my hairbrush. That handle must have got broken when I just threw it. No, that's your hairbrush. It wasn't like that no, this is your hairbrush. I promise you, right? So lovely FaceTime. Get on the FaceTime. Let's call your best friend. Hey, whose brush is this? Because you've used this brush before, because you've had to give her this brush back before, right? Yeah, that's her brush. Mm-hmm. That's not my brush. You're sitting there making excuses for him, blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, you're fucking psycho. And I said that. And I think that's what like clicked the psycho mentality in her head. So I was like, yo, you're psycho. I'm leaving.
Don't tell me psycho.
She took my keys as I was grabbing them. And I said, well, fuck it. I will just walk. You're not leaving the house. All right, we're not playing this game. So I take off. I get it. As I'm literally lighting a cigarette, I start walking. We're in like a little apartment complex. So like if we come out and bust a right, that's the exit to the complex, right? And then her car was right there. Instead of backing up and like trying to follow me, she rolled the curb onto the sidewalk and literally followed me until off of the curb and was like, you're lucky I didn't hit you, and sped off and took off.
Was it your car or her car?
Her car. Okay. She had that. Oh, if it was my car, yeah.
Yeah. All right, but yeah.
That's when I had my 2003. When I had my 2003 540i, and like she definitely would have got hurt. Like that was my baby. Yeah. But yeah, so needless to say, 2 hours later, after she went to her friend's house to cuss her friend out, her friend was like, "No, that's definitely your brush," and she apologized later. But yeah, a couple like month later, we were broken up like for good.
So she GTA'd your ass. I thought
facts. Like
I thought she tried to Homer Simpson hit you.
No.
Driveway and hit you through the garage type shit.
She didn't put the shit in reverse, like straight drive and just boop, boop.
She GTA'd your ass, just straight sidewalk. Fuck it.
Let me ask you this: have you ever been in a situation where you've been accused of cheating, and all the evidence would suggest that you have, but you didn't?
Yes.
Yes. So. Check this out, right? In the year 2000, just before I got married to my first wife, who kind of knew me as a guy with a bit of a reputation for getting around. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. We got together, right? Everything's supposed to be cool, right? We're super committed. There was this young gal who used to call the radio station all the time. She had just turned 18. Said she was hot. Heard her friends come by the radio station. Now, this girl, to get out of her mom's house, lied and told her mom she was sleeping at her best friend's house. So she brought a backpack with pajamas and overnight stuff in it.
Yeah.
Now, they hang out at the radio station till like 4 a.m. They all leave. Nothing. There's nothing going on there. Nothing at all, right? I get ready to leave, and I had to clean up the studio. There might have been some paraphernalia or whatever, alcohol. So I cleaned up, and I saw her backpack was on the floor. Mm-hmm. My boss can't see this. So I grabbed the backpack, toss it in my trunk, drive home, whatever. Don't think much about it. The next day, my wife goes to take my car. Our wedding is on Saturday. It's Friday. Her and her best friend go to pick up a bunch of food or whatever it was. She finds the backpack, comes home in front of my mom, her best friend, a couple of her maid around her. She's like, tell me about this fucking backpack.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, my God, I know what that looks like. And I understand that looks shitty here. And I told her the story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she believed it. We got married the next day. We got divorced.
Oh yeah.
And well, yeah, I'll tell you what, like I remember 2 years in, things weren't going particularly well. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what is your problem? Like what? And fucking backpack, that backpack in your car, motherfucker. What was that shit all about? And I was like, I swear to God, nothing happened. She left her backpack and I threw it in the trunk.
No, you throw it in the garbage.
No,
next time I throw it in the garbage. I say, yeah.
Anybody leaves anything the night over, it gets thrown in the garbage. I'm sorry.
But it's crazy as men, though. Sometimes we feel like we would have been better off just lying because the truth, like literally telling the truth, just would not seem feasible. Like they would not accept it. Like if I tell you the truth, you're really not going to accept it. What the hell? Like literally, I have no problem. Like I'll tell my girl, I'm like, yeah, I literally went driving. No, you didn't. Where you go? No, I literally just went driving. I sparked the L and just found the location and went driving. There's nothing to it. there's not like literally if I sit there and say, yeah, me and the boys sat there, got together, and sat in the parking lot, cracked jokes for a little bit, and just enjoyed our time instead of going wherever we planned, she would not believe it. And literally, that's the shit that like, what'd you guys do? No, literally, we went to the club or we went somewhere, did the same shit talking, and left. That's it. I really feel like women feel like we have this crazy hangover guys night, and it really like
I wish
I haven't had a guys night like that in so long.
I wish.
Rob,
yeah,
my wife acts like and asks not in like a weirdo jealousy way, but like seemingly suggests that if I wanted to be out there like fucking everybody, I could. And while I appreciate her feelings about that, yeah. I'm like, trust me, I tried, and if I could, I'd still be doing that. Wasn't a good game plan. It hit like 5 or 6 times a year. That's about it. The odds were terrible. I like where I'm at. I mean, but she says it a lot, and I literally, again, it's mostly joking, like you know, if I'm talking to a girl on the phone or whatever, like business wise, she'd be, you know, I'll hang up and she'd be like, "Who was that whore?" But like, I'm seriously when I say like joking around, we joke like that. But the fact that she asks so much, I'm like, you're asking a little bit like you seriously think I would. And again, I can't go to fucking Taco Bell without you blowing my phone up. Like, where's Motel 6 showing up? How am I paying that shit?
And
right?
And go ahead, Jim.
No, I was gonna say, if you told her it was Jake from State Farm, she wouldn't believe you neither. So
yeah, you're right.
And how can you cheat when you're literally on air? Probably what, 6 hours out of the day, maybe 12 on certain.
Oh yeah, see, I'm one of those people where like you know where the fuck I am, and you know where I'm supposed to be, and when I'm supposed to be. It would be. I have a hard time like, you don't ever try to dodge somebody.
Oh my god. I'm horrible at that, by the way.
You just dodge somebody, you don't take their calls, and they're calling and they're blowing you up. They try to show up where you might. When you're an on-air person who's on the air like 6 days a week, they could always be in there. They're like, "Where are you?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm out of town." They're like, "I'm watching your show, motherfucker." Looks like you're in your studio. I know where you're at. I can't hide from people. Yeah. But yeah, my wife said to me, she goes, "Look, if you ever feel like you need to cheat, come talk to me." Like, honey, it doesn't work that way either.
Yeah, I don't like that idea neither. Like,
I appreciate that, but that sounds like I don't think you're going to be as understanding as you seemingly are making it right now.
Is it a free pass?
Right? Say, I didn't get the sense it was a free pass, but it was like, come talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I'm good.
I'm good.
So arrange how she get rid of your stuff. That's what she wants to talk about.
Oh man. Well,
come put it.
No, I don't think I would. I'll say it, I'm too scared of my girl now to even cheat. And I'm a horrible liar. We've talked about this, Joe. I'm a horrible liar. So like, if I cheated and she was like, "Hey, did you cheat?" She would know, because I can't lie worth shit. And honestly, I don't even have the energy to do that at this point. Like,
could Danielle give you a Curtis type ass whooping? Is Danielle?
No,
she doesn't strike me as the type.
No,
but I think if you got that credit card in your pocket, I don't know.
But
you don't know until you wait for them unemployment checks this year. You don't know how, man.
She's not giving me the hands, but I'm scared to go to sleep. I would be scared to go to sleep. I would be scared to eat. I would be scared to do normal civil things like go in the shower, because yes, she would try and electrocute me in the shower. She would try and cut me in my sleep. Like not cut me, like slit my throat. The reason why I will not take her to a shooting range. See, exactly. Somebody knows. What's
Danielle
up,
does, Justin. Yes, thank you. Danielle does make me think of us like quite a resourceful person. I think she could come up with something to ruin you from the inside out.
Exactly. So like, yeah. I'm good. It's not the hands, it's the other things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I don't. I'm too broke for it. One,
exactly.
I can't afford it. I've seen what child support paychecks look like, and that's not my wave.
So listen, hold on, because I want you to. This is actually what my original question was.
Sure.
That's the other thing, right? It's bad enough to have one girl you got to buy stuff for and pay stuff for. Why would you want another one?
Can't afford it.
I don't understand that. That seems stupid.
And not to mention, they sit at home all day and they watch things like How to Get Away with Murder. I'm not playing with someone who sits at home and watches How to Get Away with Murder.
yeah,
like 48. Are you out of your mind?
What's the other one? The Crazy Wives or whatever. The ones. Pretty much if they're watching
all that stuff. Yeah,
or like the ones where the girlfriends like kill the husbands and shit like that. I can't remember what the show is, but my ex used to watch that shit all the time. I'm like, no, you're fucking psycho. She's like, no, I'm not. To answer Frank's question, do you guys share your location? She doesn't have an iPhone, and honestly, I would at this point. I would probably find that easier instead of calling me. Here you go. You can see, like, I literally, the only reason why I had a phone, well, I have a password, but they tried like this shit. You ain't even do it.
She about to get a phone upgrade tomorrow.
No,
yes, sir. Latest iPhone.
I want her to get an iPhone because she has an Android. Yeah. I'm sick of looking at these fucking green bubbles. Like, I'm good, but yeah, that would help me out. So that way, like, she can sit there and be like, "Hey, where are you? Just look at my location." Like, I'm good. Yeah, there we go. Snapped. If your girl sits at home and watches Snap, don't cheat, bro. Don't cheat.
Yeah, don't watch these. Yeah, they sit at home and watch these shows. No.
Yeah, don't do that. See, exactly. And the Oxygen Channel. If they watch,
even if they watch Grey's Anatomy, because then they're trying to figure out how to kill you, like, scientifically. Now they want to do it by the book. They want to sit. The cops pull up. No, he died of asphyxiation. I ain't had shit to do with it.
They know the whole thing, and the girl on the line too. And that's how you check your girl from now on. Start calling her best friends and start putting them in tricky situations and see what side and how they react. So that way you know how to set yourself up, fellas. And what I mean by that, go ahead and call your girl's best friend and be like, "Oh my God, have you seen, like, for me, have you seen Danielle? I'm gonna see what she says." Matter of fact, everybody should do that this week, and let's see what the outcome is. If you got a significant other, call your significant other's best friend and be like, "Oh my God, have you seen such and such?" And see what the reaction is, because I'm definitely gonna do it.
I got to rule against that. I don't have my girl's friends' numbers in my phone. It saves me from disaster.
Real quick, I'll give you 3 reasons. Number 1, my wife, all she watches in her spare time is serial killers. Number 2, she's a lawyer.
Exactly.
Number 3, she literally does a true crime podcast. Well, definitely don't want to be an episode.
That makes sense. My girl isn't going to law school anytime soon. Fuck you watching Law and Order for? What are you trying to find out?
How to kill your ass.
This is what bugs me. That's where I get thrown off. Yours makes more sense. But
I wouldn't if what the hell just happened to my lights? I wouldn't mess with Jess, period. Like, I would be scared, like, super scared.
So real quick, we watched a movie the other night, Rob. I think I told you this. We watched that vampire movie.
Which one?
I tell you the story. I don't even know the name of it. She was like that. I read a book. There's a vampire movie. Will you watch it with me? I was like, no. My wife won't. It's the book is really good. My wife doesn't like garbage. She loves to read. She goes, "I read the book. There's a movie. I want to watch the movie." All right, great. We put the movie on. I'd seen it. I was like, "Oh, I've seen this movie. It's pretty good." She goes, "Who'd you see it with?"
You seen it without him?
I go, "God, I'll be honest. I'm like, I don't know." And so, because I'm 45 and I live in the suburbs, I'm in a dad's group in the neighborhood, and we go catch a movie.
Wait, you're in a what?
You heard me.
That's pretty dope. We're gonna get back to that.
We don't have those. Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about how I can establish one of those, because that was a dad's group.
So I suggested to my wife, I'm like, I must have seen it with those guys. Now, we moved here in 2011. I think the group started in like 2013, like where we started going to see movies every couple months. Wings and movies, whatever. The movie came out in 2010.
Oh.
So now she again is joking, and she goes, "So what whore did you watch that movie with?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, that's hilarious. Obviously, I didn't watch that movie with anybody. But then would I have watched a vampire movie by myself? Answer, no. Honestly, I wouldn't." And I told her that. I'm like, I definitely didn't watch it by myself.
So who did you watch it with, Joe?
So get this. She then decides, she texts my buddies, my 2 closest buddies in the dad group. And she says, "Hey guys, did you see," whatever the name of the movie was?
And they're all
they
like,
immediately text me to say,
yes,
what do you want us to tell her?
yes, there you go.
Now, because I got nothing to hide and I'm a good dude, I showed my wife what they texted me. I got nothing to hide. I said, guys, it's kind of a joke. I said, but we're seriously trying to figure out who I might have seen this movie with. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's kind of a joke, but it's kind of not. We still don't know who I watched that movie with. I can confirm it wasn't a whore. I don't know any.
A whore you would have had to pay, right?
Well, hold on real quick, too. The other thing I said to my wife is I was like, wait a minute. So in like the 11 years we've been together, you think sometime in 2010 I stepped out with some hottie and we watched a fucking vampire movie? That's what I would have done on my one night where I slipped out to cheat. We watched a vampire movie.
You're looking sus, Joe. You're looking sus, Joe. I don't know.
Does it sound too right coming out of my mouth? Like, we watched a vampire movie. I love those movies. No,
but I feel you. I feel you. That you better figure out who you watch that movie with, Joe.
You gotta come up with a tracking system. Like I use food. Like I don't buy the food at the theater. I bring my own shit in. I'm black.
Oh my god, I used to. My wife taught me that. There's a dollar store by the theater. Holy
There's
smokes.
always a dollar store by the theater. That just says like, I think they go hand in hand.
In there and chicken nuggets. I don't know what the hell. I would wear a big old North Face. Shit, I'd have a whole damn shop in there. Stop playing. Stop playing. But at least I would know. I'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. I went with such and such because I had the Big Mac that night. I remember. You see, but it's a tracking mechanism. You see?
That's a good idea.
I'm glad I go to movies by myself, and my girl knows that. Like, I'm
What's that? What type of movie shit is that? No.
That's what? Look at movies by yourself?
Nah, I got a house for that. I got a house for that.
That shit used to be fun. But with this, he remembers seeing it, so he's in court. He's innocent. All right.
There you go.
Say you're innocent. Well, with that being said, this episode is going to be sponsored by yours truly. And when I say yours truly, yes, me, but I'm not talking, I'll piss you off shortly. I am talking 917 Stones. If you guys would like a chance or to purchase these or a chance, I think I might raffle these off. I'm not sure yet, unless somebody purchases these. These are all hand set Swarovski crystals made by me and my little small business called 917 Stones. These are available. They're size women 8. So if you guys are in the market, all Swarovski crystals that I set myself, brought to you by these. So this episode is brought to you by those. Hit me in the DM. Like, these ain't no fake shits either. Like, look at these. You know what I'm saying?
I got the uptowns, bro.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And I can do custom. So if you want to do a custom pair, you know what I'm saying? Holla at me too. 917 Stones on the Instagram, Facebook, or you can just hit Robert Benjamin. You know what I'm saying?
Put those up one more time. I can see those one more time.
Yeah. So yeah. So let me show you, right? So look at all hand set, and it's not that bulky set that all these other people be just trying to do. Yeah, just show it up there. You know what I'm saying?
Bedazzle, folks. This some real this craftsman shit right here, people.
And these are Swarovski crystals. So like this ain't just no, yeah. And I can show you the receipt and everything. Oh, we put the price. Wanted to know how much. 300. That's the I'll piss you off shortly special. 300 for the I'll piss you off shortly special. So
those first day of school.
First day, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna have these like this. But yeah, I'll piss you off shortly special. Hit me up. If you're a true fan and you want these, I might knock off a little bit more just because, you know what I'm saying? You use the code, I'll piss you off shortly in the DMs. We'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But since we're on the topics of gifts, there was a strong debate in one of my group chats. And it was, how much do you spend, or like I guess the census in the group chat was, how much do you spend on your child, on your children, child or children on Christmas, and then like what is too much? I kind of started off right by saying we have this kind of debate in my family, and not with me and my girlfriend, but with our son, but with like our in-laws. She's like, so I'll use my mother-in-law for example. She doesn't want to get our son anything because she's like, oh, you guys already got him something. we're like, no, just because we're getting him things and we might go all out and we might get him certain things, that doesn't like take away from you. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, like that doesn't take away from you getting him something, or don't diminish his gifts that you want to get for him just because of what we give him, right? And then also in the group chat, one of the guys were saying that he has a situation where he has a baby mother with two. I mean, his baby mother has two baby fathers, right? So he was saying that he stopped giving them cash because he didn't want the kids to mix. So of course that kind of stirred the whole nother thing of like, yo, do you want to pay for another, you know what I mean, another man's child for Christmas using your child's money? Which I've seen that float around in like Facebook statuses and stuff before or whatever. And then actually to find somebody that actually had that situation and his response to it was kind of interesting. And then, you know what I mean, it just, you know, the overall conversation of like what everybody was trying to do or trying to get for the kids. Like I know like the Switches are hot right now. The PS5s came out, the Xbox Ones or whatever Xbox it is now. And I'm not knocking anybody for what they get for anybody, because I'm of the belief, well, first and foremost, I'm broke as shit right now. So Christmas is donezo this year. Like 2020 is dead for Christmas. But I'm of the belief if I can do it, if I can afford it, they can have it if they've earned it, right? So, and I always make the joke that I don't give a damn, like when my son turns 16, if he's responsible and he's earn, you know what I mean, a decent car of a certain nature and he's responsible enough, fuck it. If we can afford it, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? Within reason. That goes for gifts and everything else like that. But that's the key thing. You got to do it, right? But then some of my boys are like, nah, that's crazy. I don't even buy kids. One of my boys said he hasn't bought his kid a gift because they haven't even turned 7 yet. His kid is 6. And he's like, I'm not buying any gifts until they're 7 and can appreciate it. I said, yeah, that's crazy. And he was dead ass serious set on that shit. So what do you guys think when it comes to that? I know Ovi just said I saw a couple, I saw at least three gifts per child. Exactly what happens at the meeting of Christmas, and we'll get into some of the comments too. But let's hear what you guys got to say.
Joe first, the experience, please
Oh,
tell me.
Yeah, Joe, you got a whole football team over there.
Yeah, so I'll tell you a couple of things for us. Number one, my daughter's birthday is Christmas Day. So not only are we not religious, but it's my daughter's birthday. So as you can imagine the conundrum that we're in. We do Christmas for like 2 hours in the morning. We open up presents and then fuck it, it's a birthday party the rest of the day. My whole family comes over. And we have like a pink tree. That's my daughter's birthday tree. Okay. And it's more about that. But you know, everybody in my family buys stuff for our kids. Everybody buys them one gift. We buy everybody's kids one gift, and that's basically the extent of it. My kids have been getting stuff solid all throughout the year because we've been locked in quarantine. They've all got their favorites, and so everyone's getting something really specific. My wife and I generally we buy experiences as opposed to gifts. So like a trip somewhere or a night out or a concert or something that we could do together and like enjoy. So and I think that's a really cool gift because you know you can give somebody a shirt or a picture, but taking somebody out and doing something, whether it's your girl or it's anybody else, your grandpa. That kind of stuff are the things that memories are made of. And I think when you're creating that kind of stuff, it's really cool. So we don't go too crazy on Christmas because my kids already have way more shit than they'll ever need. That makes sense?
Like, yeah, I agree. Like my son has every toy and he's like, I want more. I'm like, can we get rid of some shit? Because you already have too much. Like give some shit away. But go ahead, Isaiah.
Well, I'm glad everyone assumes I have a kid, but no, actually I do. Actually, obviously, she ain't getting shit unless we get a stimulus. But for the most part,
I feel that.
For the most part, she gets a lot like from her godparents and like her grandparents and stuff like that. So we try to be light on it, especially since her birthday is January 2nd. Okay. So we don't want to overwhelm her and then overwhelm her again the next week.
How kind of you.
I know. I look. I got to make sure there's enough money for my birthday in March. I got a mother's birthday on Sunday. I got her birthday the 2nd. I got Christmas. Somebody got to have money for me. You know. and I'm to the point where I'm old enough and where I don't get gifts from my parents, so she's getting basically what I'll be getting.
Exactly.
We die once we have kids, we die as parents.
Exactly. Like, and you know what? Like, I don't think they realize it yet in my family, but so my birthday's in October. So like October sets the precedence for like on a regular year, because 2020 year without a stimulus ain't nobody getting shit. But on a regular year, how October pans out, that's how the holidays kind of pan out. So if I'm just sitting there looking like daddy with a measuring a tool set and the regular daddy gifts, Christmas is gonna be kind of weird. But you know what I'm saying, if daddy gets something decent, which she definitely's been looking out the past couple of years. You know what I'm saying? I definitely try and do something nice for the kids and for her.
That needs to be talked about. We're dads. Just because we're dads, we don't want tools and shit. Like I got socks last year. I don't want no fucking socks.
Yeah, motherfucker. Another tie, I'll stab somebody. I haven't worn a tie in like 2 fucking years. What are you kidding me? Stop that shit.
Such shitty gifts until I became a dad. I was just like,
oh, it's the worst, and it gets worse and worse and worse as you get older. It's stunning. You're telling them, you're like, I don't want another fucking mug. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, thanks for the R2D2 mug, but hello.
I feel like we drop hints throughout the year. I know I definitely try and drop hints, like nice, like subtle hints, like this would be nice during Christmas.
I text full website links. I don't drop hints.
Rob, so a buddy of mine has a DiMaggio autographed piece that I wanted to purchase. I literally set him up with my wife. The deal's completed. Just give the man the money. I made it so obvious. Here it is, set up perfectly. What do you want for Christmas this year? Did my motherfucking buddy hit you up? Tell you what I wanted? It's for sale. He bought 2 of them to sell you one for me. Go get it.
Maybe you'll get it. Hopefully you'll get it. I pray that you get it, Joe. I pray that you get it.
She don't want to get it.
Yo, fuck giving I shouldn't say that, but I've gotten so many wallets as gifts the past like 4 years. I'm so set on wallets, and I lose them. I lose wallets. Like
I think that's why we lose them. I think if you didn't get them every year, you wouldn't lose them.
Exactly. Like I need something different. I've tried the thing on the back of the phone. I've tried the big bulky with the chain. I don't know. The wallet goes the same place with the keys. I haven't seen my keys, matter of fact, in like going on 2 weeks, and I haven't gone anywhere.
Must be nice.
That's COVID, and my son does homeschooling. I'm an official home dad. What else kids? But
the title.
But what I was saying earlier with the gifts, as far as evaluation, I didn't realize that there's a thing now with how you label your gifts, and forgive me if I get this wrong, but apparently there's a thing where like they're saying you shouldn't label, or Santa shouldn't give kids the bigger items because everybody's family is not able to provide those same gifts from Santa.
Santa Claus got that kid a bike, a computer, and a PS5, and Santa Claus got you pajamas. How does that kid feel? Like, you're a piece of shit. You're lucky Santa didn't give you clothes or coal. You got fucking jammies, bitch. Stop complaining. And you're like, yeah, but why did Timmy get a PS5? He just got a PS4 for his birthday in October. I mean, right? I understand that a little bit. I'll tell you this, though.
Where does that happen?
Where does that happen?
Honestly, that's not a white thing.
It's a white thing. That's a total white thing. Dude, white people try to convince their kids till they're like 15, like, he's fucking real. And I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm dropping like $400 or $500. Goddamn right. Like me. I did it. Like right here. I'm your Santa Claus. You know who was building your bike last night at 2 a.m. in your fucking dollhouse? Me. You know where that fat bastard was? I don't know. He wasn't there. I didn't see him. Why would I give that guy credit for the shit I'm buying?
Because it only lasts for so long, and we all know eventually.
But what does that teach your kids, Rob?
Yeah, there's a fat guy.
You're a fucking liar.
There's a fat
you're
guy.
a deceitful person who will treat them like they're stupid.
No. All right. I definitely believed in Santa. Like, we all believed in Santa for a little bit.
Say the first time my kids were like, is Santa real? I was like, fuck no. Thank you for finally acknowledging that.
Hold
You
on.
see,
This is different.
first of all, my kids found their hidden gifts in a closet every fucking year before Christmas.
So
every year. There was no mystery. What did you think? Some fat guy showed up and opened the closet and threw that shit under the tree? That was me too. I was the fat guy that did it.
How long though? Like I stopped believing in Santa when I was like 5.
Yeah,
or like 6.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what I did, Frank. Joe, you just spoiled Christmas for every kid in this world. No, I'm doing you all a favor.
Yeah, Santa's not real. By all means, I want everybody to know Santa's not real, and I'll pitch off shortly. And
Joe,
in real life, Santa's not real.
You didn't ruin it. The government did.
But keep going. I had to get that point out.
It is. It's just this. The whole notion is stupid. Look, if you want to teach your kid about giving, you know what you do? You buy them something nice, and then you make them find a friend, or you take them to a charity or a shelter, and you make them give somebody fucking something so that they understand. You know how this is the thing about dads, and for somebody like Jace who's not a father, to watch your kids opening shit up on Christmas is cool and exciting. You know, I got my kid the tractor trailer from Cars, Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my kid opened that shit up. He's like 3 years old, opened it up, and he goes, "We got a Mac! We got a Mac! We got a Mac!" Did it like 10 times, dude. Lost his shit. That thing cost me like $10.
Mm-hmm.
To get that kind of reaction from your boy, come on. Totally worth it. Now, do I want Santa Claus to get credit for that shit? No. Why would he? Santa wouldn't even have known to brought that damn thing.
But do you think Santa's not gonna last forever? Like,
yeah, you do it like a year.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
Like,
if they're 4, if they're 5, if they're 7, if they're 8, and they're like, "Hey, Dad, is he real?"
And
what
then
are you gonna say?
No. Then you say,
"There you go." Just be honest with the kid.
Yeah, it's a spirit. Yeah, I would never lie to my kid. Like if Donnie asked me tomorrow, "Is Santa real?" I'll probably tell him he needs to go talk to his mother because I don't want. How
is that helpful, dude? That's like when the cops are like, "You got drugs on you," and you're like, "Go ask my mom." Because going to jail. What are you talking about?
At this point in time, I don't think I want to have that fight or that argument. Like I want to like at least end 2020 in a good note. But catch me any other day, definitely just like cool. And he's still 5. He's still 5. We want to give him a little bit, but I think he's starting to like piece it together. And that's what I'm saying. Like kids are too fucking smart nowadays. Like
that too, yeah.
Like I'm sorry, like I and that's why I don't see the significance into it. Like it's just Santa. Like I don't like. Matter of fact, she asked me the other day, "Hey, who do you want me to write on which gifts?" I don't care. He's gonna open it, and guess what? Tomorrow, the day after, he's not gonna be thinking about Santa got him this or Santa got him that. He's going to be so hyped into whatever the fucking toy he's playing with. And it's not even going to be, matter of fact, I don't even remember going to school and being like, "Yo, Santa got me this. Santa got me this." I was like, "Yo, I got this." It wasn't about who got it to me.
Well, you're
like,
not
is that
old
almost
enough.
an ego thing? Like, honestly, for a parent, is that almost like an ego thing? Like, I have to scratch my ego. Like, I have to be proud. I'm not saying your ego thing for you personally, but I'm just saying as an overall thing, like, I have to have that pride until I gave it to him. Like,
for Joe,
it's a name. It's a name. Like, who cares?
I'm happy to address this.
Yeah,
it's got nothing to do with ego. It's got more to do with why would I lie to my kid?
It's not lying.
It is lying.
No. Lying to your kid.
Isaiah,
you're a kid. 18 years.
There's a magical fat guy. There's a magical fat guy that shows up in the night and he works his way into our house. He fucking creeps around. He eats our fucking food. He's up in our refrigerator drinking the milk, but he's gonna leave some presents, so it's okay. What does that tell you?
Black kid,
you're telling your kid, listen, if some dude knocks on the door and he's got cookies and milk, let him in. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
But you're lying to him now, though.
Like I said,
into the lie.
It makes it believable for a black kid. They enjoy this stuff because we know damn well ain't no black man coming down your chimney and going through your house and eating your cookies. That's called a home invasion. That's that motherfucker's leaving with shit. So, but no, I let her enjoy this little period in time. And things like this year, I can tell her that Santa's ass is broke, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, right. You have to have that conversation. You're like, yeah, listen, Santa's having a tough fucking year.
Look, Santa's not doing that well neither. He get his unemployment checks neither.
Yeah. When Donnie goes, why is there a black Santa and a white Santa? I thought Santa was white. And I'm like, well, he's like, so there's more than one Santa? And then you know what I mean? And that you're just like,
that's lying.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, where do you go? So I'm just like, because Santa's a spirit. Santa's the holiday spirit. Like, what about like that's the whole holiday? Like,
you gotta understand,
Santa's white.
Being African American, being African American, we can't do certain things. He's right. We can't be Santa. It's like I was a landscaper at one time. Not afraid to admit it, but I made sure that the Spanish guys working with me knew to stay next to me, so that when we cut in these white people's house, they understand I'm with them and I'm not just walking through your backyard. There's a job that we cannot do. I'm being dead ass. You know what it looks like for my black ass to be walking in these rich neighborhoods, raking. Shit. I told a couple of them I was Cuban.
CYA.
Do you guys know the story? I mean, so we're Rob and I both live in Connecticut. Doug Glanville, who works for ESPN, he lives in West Hartford, like a couple towns over from here. Like 2 winters ago, he was shoveling in his driveway, and the cops rolled up on him. They were like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I'm shoveling my driveway," and they were like, "Well, people in the neighborhood are complaining."
That you're shoveling?
About what? Well, apparently there were some black kids going through a neighborhood offering to shovel for a fee, and they somehow saw Doug Glanville, like a 50-year-old black guy, former professional athlete, and they decided he must be the bad guy in question. He fit the profile, I guess, or the description, as they say. And yeah,
right. Wake up every morning.
It made for a very unpleasant situation in West Hartford, Connecticut. But yeah,
West Hartford, the typical West Hartford, known to do some shit like that, some racist shit like that
in your driveway, bro. Like, in your driveway, they like came down his driveway. It sounded like he was at the end of the driveway. He was like near the house shoveling. That looks suspicious.
Yeah, no, they would have had to answer to that one. Yeah, that's harassment at that point.
Yes, I'm sorry, officer. Please allow me to finish shoveling my cocaine before I go inside the house. What is suspicious about something snow, though? Even if the kids are asking for money, I don't get it.
Black kids in West Hartford. You don't know much about Connecticut.
Yeah. Every week. Every week,
yeah. It's one of those towns where if you're black, you should probably expect that some law enforcement agent is going to ask you if you have ID or if you live there or how you got there. Because the bus line, he might tell you the bus doesn't stop here or say some shitty racist thing where you're like, "Oh, gotcha, boss. I'm out.
I'm out of here." And you can't even go. You have to go one direction. You got to go towards Hartford because if you go north, you're going.
Say, you know what? As a matter of fact, you know where you've been to Farmington, and you know what Farmington's like. West Hartford is worse.
Oh yeah, and it just keeps getting worse.
I got no way Farmington. I didn't stay there long enough.
You hit the like. You kiss.
You would if you did.
No.
Oh jeez.
Nah.
Well, moving on, we're gonna go to what games did you guys play growing up? What games do you guys remember playing like with your friends, outside and shit like that? What games do you guys remember playing?
Oh boy. I mean, wiffle ball was always king.
Okay.
In my neighborhood. Zay, roll your eyes. Roll your eyes because I'm a legend in wiffle ball. Sorry about that. My bad. Sorry, I'm better than most other adult men at wiffle ball. I don't understand.
For everybody that doesn't know, Joe is like MVP in Connecticut of like wiffle ball. And
I'm really good. What do you want from me?
It's like being good at foosball. It's like
it is like being good at foosball. I never said it wasn't. I'm hoping foosball and wiffle ball both become big. Good for the foosball guys.
So
darts.
So what you're saying is we could see Joe wiffle ball in whatever country 2028 Olympics.
If there was a professional wiffle ball team, I would be on it. Facts.
What would the Connecticut name be? The Connecticut.
Listen, I don't want to make this bit about me. It doesn't have to be about me. I like wiffle ball. We used to play a lot of football in my neighborhood. Manhunt was a big one.
Yeah.
Freeze tag we used to do because we're white and we lived in the suburbs. Throwing rocks through windows of new construction homes was a big one.
Okay, perfect segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
What
good.
about eggs? What about eggs?
I wasn't much of an egg thrower because I like eggs, and I would rather make those eggs after I throw rocks through your windows. You go home and scramble a couple of eggs and really enjoy my work.
What about tag on eggs? Check it out. Just check this video out. There's a tag on eggs. It looks pretty interesting. Kiss the bottle. If you put spin the bottle, tag, and wall ball together, you have this new.
If I get the egg, I'm throwing the phone.
So,
and now I understand why it said the name of the video was "She Got Sniped."
Super snipe.
I
So
thought maybe that was a term I just didn't understand, but I mean, literally like a sniper.
Super snipe.
I thought maybe it was a reference to Wesley Snipes of some sort, like he caught her for tax evasion or something.
Like, is she dark skinned or something? I don't know. I didn't know he was going with it. I just look when people reference Wesley Snipes, dark skin comes up. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was going.
Wesley Snipes wasn't even up there.
No, but he just said Wesley. He just brought it in. He's like, you said Snipes. I thought Wesley Snipes.
No.
The name of the video was "She Got Sniped," and I thought I didn't understand. I wasn't expecting her to get hit with an egg on a laser of a throw. By the way, the back of the skull. It was amazing as far as egg tosses were concerned, but I wasn't expecting that. I didn't watch the whole video earlier. I just saw them. I thought they were just spinning a bottle, and I thought that's an interesting game.
No,
I didn't see the egg part, but I didn't understand where the snipe part came in. So I assume Wesley Snipes. That it was like a term, like when you kill yourself and they say you did like a Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh,
I thought it was like that, like she got sniped.
What?
I don't know.
Apparently called snipe. As I was reading in the comments, or I guess they've phrased the game name snipe, or they've coined the name. I guess snipe. They call it snipe. So yeah, you spin the bottle. Whoever the bottle lands on, you have to run, grab an egg, and then you have to hit somebody. If you don't, I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly what happens, but it reminded me of wall ball where like you were hitting it, and if like you didn't catch the ball, you had to run before you got pegged in the back with it.
Suicide. That's what we call it.
There we go.
Suicide or handball court. Yeah.
I just found out what happens if you don't hit anybody with an egg.
What's that?
That bitch calls her brother Rodney. And fuck, dude, you are. I don't know. Listen, bottom line is, real quick, going back to that, he took a beating, but when she said Rodney,
he got scared as fuck.
He got fucking scared.
Like he knew Rodney. Like
I want to see a video of Rodney. That's what I want next.
It was like Friday After Next. I don't know if Joe, if you've ever seen that movie. When the landlord comes down, she goes, "Well, my son just got out of jail and he's coming today." He had that type of fear in him.
Rodney, no, don't call Rodney. Don't call Rodney.
It was that type of fear. I don't know if you've seen Friday After Next. I'll gladly send you some DVDs.
Oh no, I have. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Friday franchise.
It's amazing. Yeah.
But yeah. So
what do you mean that's amazing? What is that supposed to mean?
I know a lot of people of your variety who don't watch Friday, who don't even know it exists.
Oh, stop. No, I understand what you're saying. I certainly understand that. I'm not of that ilk.
That cut of that claw. But we will be giving Joe a chance to redeem his black card later on in the show. So that's gonna be a plus.
We gotta talk about that.
Because it was revoked. For everybody that's unaware, Joe had his black card revoked last week, and hopefully the person that revoked it is still watching at the end of the show, because we're definitely gonna try and get Joe to redeem that. But when I was talking about games, that kind of brought me back. Joe had said something about we said Suicide, Manhunt. Manhunt was my shit. We used to play Manhunt till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Running around the neighborhood, which is super dope. And now you say Manhunt, people are like, what? And I don't even think like you could really like play that nowadays.
No, it's called trespassing now.
Trespassing.
Everything is
You're white. It's white.
Everything is softer nowadays. It's called trespassing. You can't do the shit we used to do.
Oh, shit. Anybody used to play Pogs, or you used to play Pogs? Now
if you say what it is, maybe.
So like a little fucking paper disc, and you had the slammer, and like used to fucking no. Okay, Pogs, no.
Oh yes. I don't know if that's what I called it, but yeah, that sounds like what do we call that? That had a different name where I came from. I don't know Pogs, but I know that game.
I got a different name where I came from.
For me,
yeah, that's one of those things. You ever I'm sure you come across that. You know, where people like soda and pop and all that other. Yeah. Oh, you know, cornhole. You know the game cornhole. You throw the bags. My friends call that game bago. We throw bags. Is how it was. My friends are like, oh, we're gonna throw bags. We'll be drinking all night.
That's silly. Cornhole.
From?
Like, I don't know what that means. I showed up and they had cornhole, and I was like, this is cornhole. And they're like, nah, we don't call it that.
See, that's more of a sport than wiffle ball.
Well, I'm also amazing at that game.
I only say that because that was the only thing on TV during quarantine. I literally sat through the World Series of cornhole. I started making a bracket and shit. There was no sports on TV.
I'll tell you what, it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
It's probably fun to play, but to watch.
I would imagine watching
it's a slow burn.
Oh yeah, dude. I hate when it's not my turn in that game, let alone watching somebody else play. Fuck that. Between turns, I like lose my attention.
It was that or watching people throw glizzies down there, throw it at the hot dog eating contest. So.
Yeah, and on that, pause. Dude, jeez. My brother Joe had a collection of pogs. See, somebody knows. He still has his collection from middle school.
Wait, are you talking about like jacks where you throw the ball and you try to
jacks? Different. Pogs were like the little paper discs. I'm gonna have to Google this shit and send a picture to Joe so he can pop it up. But it was like little paper discs, and then you had like a slammer. So the slammer used to be like a hard plastic or a metal slammer. And however many you flipped or got out of the stack, those are the ones you got to keep. And we used to play for keepsies. So you used to have like holographic pogs that came in like different like cuts and shit like that, different designs. Pogs were the shit back then. See, maybe I'm just too. Well, I can't say I'm too old because Joe's older than me. But
I don't know why you gotta say it like that.
Well, I mean, it's the truth. You know, it's no shame.
I mean, there's no shame for sure. It was the way you said it was a little weird.
The tone. It was my tone. I'm sorry, my communication was lost. I'm sorry.
Makes me feel younger.
You know,
it definitely should. You're a young man.
Thank you.
But
29 years old, young.
See, there we go. Pogs. I feel like I had at least
those. Look like roller skate. They're like wheels for a skateboard.
Yeah, they look a lot thicker. Those were slammers. So like the slammers were like thicker because you had to like slam it against your stack or your person stack, your partner stack. Joe, you're cool as fuck for your age. See, that's even worse. Now that's worse. Joe, you're cool as fuck for your age.
Yeah, that makes you feel real old.
Yeah, like for your age,
makes you want to pick out the grays.
You're cool. Like that's how I feel that.
See, this whole side of my face, this whole side of my beard is gray.
You look like the 100 Dalmatian, but on the chin. So you're like the Cruella de Vil, but the male.
Oh, interesting.
The one with the one side on the patch. I'm jealous because I can't even grow full beard, so I'm just jealous. That's all. But since we're on toys, big boy toys, and big boy moves. I guess I'll start. Like, it's not my dream car, but I wouldn't mind sliding into the new 2021 Corvettes because I like the way they look. Not saying like I'm a big car person, I'm a motorcycle guy myself. And I bring this up because I'm thinking about I'm on like, you know what I mean, so much state assistance going on with the whole pandemic and like my unemployment. If I were to go ahead and just pull from my TD Ameritrade and put a down payment, you know what I'm saying, onto a 2021 Corvette, do you think the government would be happy with me? Do you think like the government would want to continuously funding my unemployment endeavors?
Probably not. Probably no. I would say no.
Or you know what I mean? Or would they even like probably audit me for even getting assistance? You know what I mean? I'm getting this assistance and then boom, I get a Corvette. Like wouldn't you think that would kind of throw some kind of red flag?
I would think so. That wouldn't seem right. That would seem a little out of whack.
That was so good. Now, what if my name was Tom Brady and we kind of switch it and I get a almost $1 million PPP loan, but months later, I decide to get a multi-million-dollar boat. Does that change the scenario, or does that change, like, I guess, the perspective a little bit?
Of course. He's fucking Tom Brady.
He's Tom Brady. That's
I don't even know if there's even more to say to that. He's Tom Brady. We're broke. Yes.
Okay, exactly, right? So, he's Tom Brady. Somebody worth over $200 million, right?
I don't know.
First and foremost, you applied, and you got a PP. You applied. Apparently, you're a small business. Whatever small business would be his probably brand or his organization. Apply for a PPP loan to get financial aid during this pandemic. Let's talk about the things that and then you go buy a boat. So what the fuck did you need a almost $1 million loan for?
Well, what's the business that he has where he needs a fucking boat? I mean, what is he going, like, deep sea fishing now? What is happening?
And that's not a fishing boat. That's like a speed luxury type boat.
In his defense, I know a lot of people in the hood on food stamps with some really nice cars.
Facts.
I don't know how the hell they pull it off. They on food stamps. They eat lobster. They got PS5, nice TVs.
And I'm not knocking that, but
it's possible.
But they also not. I mean, I know how I can assume allegedly how some people are shaking and moving to get that, but they're not moving Tom Brady moves. They're not making Tom Brady moves.
It's just
and the fact that, like, you're worth $200 million and you buy a multi-million-dollar boat, and there's small businesses out there that can't even get any kind of assistance, but you've qualified and received, and you've taken that loan, and you have done actually, and now that they in the article, I have to pull it up, but they've done the kind of backstory to it. He's going to be eligible to not necessarily have to pay that loan back because of certain qualifications. So there we go, giving Tom Brady, some federal money to help a business, and he just off some shit. Kanye got millions, as the boat under the company name. Kanye got millions for a business he has in LA. Oh, see, Kanye's another one. And I don't give a fuck who you are. If you do some shady shit like that, you're a piece of shit, and I don't fucking respect it.
Is the boat under the company's name again?
Yeah,
what company does Tom Brady own? What?
It's a partnership. It's a partnership.
In what? Boat buying?
Multi-million-dollar partnership.
Here's what I've learned: when you rich and white, you don't gotta explain much shit.
Exactly.
You just gotta explain what you gotta explain, and that's it.
Yeah, and then you leave.
We got a president getting a donation for what?
Oh yeah, he has to settle his own debt. He's got to settle his own. He's
getting a donation for what?
But that's what I'm saying. But if I were to do it, or just like there's a bunch of people, hell, there was an NFL player that did it, a black NFL player that did it, and he just got fucking federally indicted or investigated because of some PPP loan fraud or whatever, and his shit was like 300K. I remember that being in the news. And there's other people. So if it's not okay for us, fuck your. I hate when people are like, oh, he put it in a name or he put it in, it's a business. And no, that's just fucking morally not right. Like where do like ethics and morals play? Like it's just bullshit. Because I know definitely, and like you said it right. You said it right the first time, Isaiah. Like he's rich and he's white.
Don't gotta explain shit.
Like man,
I'm sorry to be mean. He doesn't have to explain shit. It's just the way of life. That's how it's been forever.
I would love to pull up in I would love to be able to pull up in anything.
Put it in your business name.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, Joe. We're gonna go get a bunch of fucking Lamborghini trucks in the I'll piss you off shortly name. And then
put it under Clovercrest. Let's do it.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna ball out.
I watched Goodfellas. I know how that shit works. And when the money comes due, you just burn the shit down.
See, okay, see,
there we go. Everybody gets to call a week. Everybody gets to call for 1 week.
Hell yeah.
We're getting nice shit.
Maybe instead of being mad at Tom Brady, we should probably just learn from him. And ball out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I want a new Range Rover under the company name. That's fine. I'll take a new Range. Let's
figure it out. Niggas on food stamps doing it. You can do it.
I ain't even mad at it.
That's federal assistance. I don't know how the fuck they pull that off. I need to know who gave them that loan because Lord.
The federal you weren't here last week, but apparently the federal government is just offering anything. So like you can, you can be a hate organization and get a tax-free code and never have to pay taxes on your organization and all that other shit. So yeah, the government, you pay them the right amount of money, they'll just look over it. And that's the thing. I bet you if Trump had the money to actually pay the government off, he wouldn't be worried about all these charges coming up, but he doesn't actually have it.
Why do we have rules anymore? I'm generally confused.
I don't know. They're slowly starting to dwindle away.
I thought I was confused when they opened a crack shop in Seattle, illegal. In
Oregon?
In Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Yeah, illegal crack. How does that work? How do you get a free sample?
Dude, let me tell you something. Nowadays, the only people that go to jail are poor people.
Yeah, if you can't
white or black. If you're poor, you're fucked. If you've got any kind of money, you can get a lawyer. You could skate.
So just have the money. That's it.
You need lawyer money. Get a lawyer. Hire a lawyer. I swear to God, if you ever go to court, hire a lawyer. It makes it just put it to you like this. You guys have been to court, I assume. I'm just playing. If you've ever been to court,
see, that's bad because I have no, but
yeah, no, I know you know that. I know it. I wasn't trying to be racist, but I made the assumption and I was right. Just kidding. But look, right, you go to court. You ever notice when white people have a lawyer, they just fucking cut the line?
Oh yeah.
They go right to the front. It's like, excuse me, black fellas, this white guy's got a lawyer. We're on a quick time. We got to go talk to the prosecutor right now. They just cut the line. And they get there and they're like, listen, this guy's cool. We're just going to get out of here. And they're like, yeah, okay.
I've only been here since last night like him.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Just let him go first.
As a white person, your lawyer shows up and you're like, oh, this is going to be quick then. And you go right to the front of the line. And literally the like your lawyers are like, he fucked up. He's a good dude. And they're like, let him out of here. We got a lot of riffraff we got to take care of.
The choice of being white with a lawyer, because I've been black with a paid lawyer, and I definitely didn't have it that easy still. I mean, it definitely made it easier, but I definitely did not feel any kind of relief when my lawyer showed up.
Your black lawyer walked through the door, so you got me, right?
Yeah. And
we're going to figure this out, right?
My family had a damn near lawyer embedded. You know what I'm saying? And I was still shaking in my boots the times that I had to go to court. I got off, but it is what it is.
It's still a coin flip when your lawyer comes to a black person. It's still a coin flip.
Now, I will say I'm glad I did not waste money on my divorce getting a lawyer, even though I threatened, and I think my ex knew that, like, if I wanted to get a lawyer, I can get a lawyer, and she wouldn't be able to beat any attorney the attorney that I would be able to get. I'm not going to say it forward, but I would be able to obtain, or how is it? What is it? What's the word, Joe? Come on. Obtain. There we go.
Gotcha.
Hey, look at you.
There we go. Man.
Fucking encyclopedia. The only reason I went to
Jay, and only reason why I went to Joe is because he has the lawyer in the family. I figured he would be able to offer it right there.
I appreciate that you think I would know that. Like I pay any attention.
Oh, trust and believe. Like the minute somebody says something about me, like you don't know it and Jess doesn't know it, but like she's like blindly hired. The minute I'm like, yeah, I got a lawyer. And then I'm like, all I know is I need to just say I have a lawyer. It doesn't matter what kind of lawyer, that you have an attorney, and then I'll figure it out from there. But yeah, at that point, and that the joys of being under the Clovercrest Media Group.
It's nice. It's nice, isn't it?
So you flexed on her. Yeah, flexed on her. Go get your lawyer.
I think I had to kind of do a slight what I do is I don't say I'm gonna get my lawyer. I just tag Joe and then I tag Jess and I'm like, I'm just gonna oh yeah, you want to get mad at me? You think I'm going crazy? How about this? Tag, and I sit back and go away.
I said plead the fifth. Don't say nothing else.
Go there.
Don't say nothing else.
But so there's two other things. I wanted to show this video just because I thought it was funny. Because it kind of had me feeling like just all of like 2020. This video represents 2020 in a nutshell. A bear trying to work a kink, and we'll just play it. It's fun.
Yes. Here we find the black bear in the wild, finding a suitable fence to scratch his back. He's trying to determine the best angle at which to do so, and he finds it, finally getting that pesky itch that he couldn't get all this time. And oh my God, the bear has now hit himself in the pee-pee. He lies down in excruciating pain, wondering why God has this happened. R.I.P. Mr. Blackbear.
Oh, shit. I don't know why I'm cracking up so fucking hard at that shit, but that shit was funny as fuck to me. I just felt like that. I was scrolling and I felt like that just summed up 2020 in a nutshell. Just when you thought shit was about to get rolling good, here comes March, bomb hit you right in the nuts, and you're just on the floor crawling, trying to figure out what's going on. And the fact that it happened to a bear was even funnier in my eyes. Like a big ass black bear got hit in the nuts and went through many of the same troubles that we would. But
it feels good to know that we're not the only ones.
Yeah,
not get dropped on a nut shot. And I'll tell you what, if I'm ever attacked by a bear, I will keep this info in my head.
See, go for
and I will attempt to kick him in the balls.
And I'm thinking about it now too. I'm thinking about it now. Fuck all that laying dead and play dead. Now I might just kick him in the balls.
Now that I know that works, I will definitely give it a crack for sure.
Yeah, he looked like he was in serious pain too.
You know, my man, when he did the push-up, it
looked like a hit. You know, when you get hit in the nuts and you feel it in your stomach, it would look like it was one of those, and that's why I just couldn't laugh. I really felt bad for the bear. I felt more bad for the bear than I did laughter. I was just like, wow, it makes me want to wear a cup in the wild. It's like the fact that I didn't even think bears get. I didn't even know that was possible. Literally, that's the first time I've ever seen it. Yeah. Now I want to see what happens to a bird, or like a worm or something. You know, no, like I want to know what happens now to every male species when they get hit in nuts. Thank you. Now I have to go on like a video binge later.
You watch. You gonna go in the wormhole now.
I know.
Watch. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. But yo, so apparently, so apparently Trumpito is getting his statue built on Mount Rushmore. But apparently they got the building wrong. Oh, here we go. Ivanka Trump tweeted today. Amazing photo of @real Donald Trump during his visit to Mount Rushmore on July 3rd, 2020. We remember during this time where he went to go do a nice little speech to try and make himself look like an amazing president that he was not, in the dirtbag and shitbag that he is. But luckily for you guys, we are amazing, and we actually have the exclusive photo of the building process of him being added to Mount Rushmore. You guys got this exclusively here first, so it's actually pretty good. They've gotten the construction of it pretty down pat. There we have it. What are they erecting that? I believe it should be erected fairly shortly. Pretty shortly. It shouldn't take them too long at all. You see, they have the orangish hue already. I don't know if what they're going to do with the toupee. So they left them bald up top. It's good to see that they've trimmed the access, any kind of access, unnecessary stuff up top from there. But yeah, it's looking good. Hopefully they should be done it should be coming soon, within the next, 2 to 3 months or a month and a half. Nicely landscaped.
No, it's missing something. What? It needs to be wrapped in a Depends. That's what it needs to be wrapped in.
Depends.
Yeah. Wrapped in it Depends. Since he can't seem, I just, because it would make more sense. You wouldn't want the shit to fall somewhere. So you wrap it in the Depends.
We got to definitely wrap it in something. It's nice, short, and stubby. So I'm sure it's like a perfect example of him. It's perfect.
It's weird how it doesn't quite reach that other area.
Yeah, it doesn't.
The rocky part where the rocky balls bluff. You would think.
I thought that was the stomach. My fault.
You would think it would extend out a little further. It's very short.
I'll be honest. This is the first time I've ever seen them do a president and vice president on Mount Rushmore at once. So I'm impressed.
Hey, just remember where you guys got that first. Over here, Trumpito exclusive of Mount Dickmore. And yeah, Trump, still go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. So
are we allowed to say that on social media?
Oh yeah. I'll piss you off shortly. Yeah.
I don't know. He's banning everybody. I don't know.
What's he gonna do? Kick me off?
By the way, real quick before we move on, Section 203. you guys familiar with this? Have you heard conservatives bitching about Facebook and
Big
Twitter
press
and
and-
Section 203,
Yeah.
platform or publisher? Shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. You've obviously never fucking read Section 203.
No,
it actually encourages people like Facebook and Twitter to censor bullshit. And I know this because the Republican who wrote the fucking law in 1996 said so. You don't know what Section 203 is, just like you don't know what Black Lives Matter means, just like you don't understand a lot of shit. Read it. It's amazing. You'll actually know what you're fucking talking about. God for fucking bid.
We got time for that.
Damn.
They don't want to read. They just want to.
Dude, these fucking stupid white people, like the fucking, it's like I scream the same shit over and over again. Like that means anything. You're assuming everybody's stupid and only you know something.
For the record, white people.
How is Facebook getting away with this? Did you
no.
fucking read it and can you then understand it?
He said it. For the record, white people. He said it. I still need a job when everything clears. So
well, we'll find you some good white people to work for. There's a lot of stupid white people. It's fucking shocking, man. I'm serious. It's embarrassing.
So talking about stupid white people, I had to defend not even defend myself, but I had to fight off some stupid ass white people in the comment section on Facebook this week. So there was an article posted by WFSB News, which I frequently visit in the comment section a lot. Which, by the way, I pride myself for having a top fan and top commenter badge. Like I have like 3 badges on that page. So if anybody ever wants to fucking smoke, you guys know where to find me, Robert Benjamin, on the WFSB News channel. And I be giving WFSB to smoke. They blocked me like twice. They deleted my comments twice from some of their shit. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm always in the comment sections there. And then there was an article I came across that read Black millennials fueled a surprising 2020 home buying surge for African Americans. Just off of that title alone, you could see the dumb white conservatives that decided not to read the full article and they just went by the headlines, and they were so offended. And I'm not even going to say conservatives, clown conservatives. That's what I'm calling them now. So many clown conservatives had their underwear in a bunch over this. They couldn't understand why, first and foremost, why it was an accomplishment, why WFSB was highlighting the fact that African Americans were actually making a surge into the home buying. Like they were like, why are they moving out the city? Why are they coming to the suburbs? I know they shouldn't be they shouldn't be moving to the suburbs and bringing all that over here. They better not be bringing the stuff that they have. Like, are you fucking kidding me, you dumb fucks? Y'all are like, literally, they were mad.
How dare those Negroes improve their life?
Exactly. Like, how dare they do that? How dare they get to the same bar and the same level as us? Like, it took me for a certain spin. And I'm pulling up some of the comments now, because I tried to screenshot them, but it was just horrible.
Sure, you got an iPhone.
Well, I wasn't even on my iPhone. I was on a laptop, away from my MacBook. Like, if it's not Apple, I hate it. So I definitely didn't even. I couldn't figure out how to. Well, I could have if I YouTube shit, but I didn't know how to screenshot from an Android. But anyways, so
listen. Here's the thing, Rob. I see your comments on that website all the time, on that Facebook page, and I love it, and it cracks me up because again, these are the whites that embarrass me. These are the white folks that are so unbelievably stupid. It hurts.
Seriously,
why? I mean, I guess it's hard to say that you're not racist when you don't want to see black people move to the suburbs because, well, that's where you all fled in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
So the idea that 30 years later that this has happened and for a lot of white people, the reaction is like, really? You have to come here? You're saying that because you're racist.
And then
there's no other reason you would say that. There's no other reason you would have an issue with it. Unless you're racist.
Racist.
Sucks.
And then
you are.
And then even to go along with their racism, of course, they bring on to this, they add on to the Trump dialect of, oh, if it wasn't for Trump, the African Americans or the blacks would not be able to do the things or be able to buy those houses. They wouldn't be able to afford those things because of Trump's economy. So it had me really thinking, like, you fucking idiots really think that you guys are still the saviors and you guys are the reasons for black people being successful, for black people working hard to earn something and act like, is it a shock that black people have great credit scores now? Is it a shock that like black people are actually working and saving and have great paying jobs now? And it is, honestly, it shouldn't be, but unfortunately in 2020 it still is. Let's see here. We'll read a comment, and I'll say the name because it's Facebook public and they decided to comment. Kenneth Buchanan. That's because Trump helped all people, including minorities, with a robust economy. But those days are over. We are going back to a Democrat who, as usual, pretends who pretends so much to care about minorities, but the policies that hurt them, especially the ones that aren't just looking for a handout, just more opportunity. First and foremost, Kenneth Buchanan, let's get it twisted. Trump's economy was trash. And if you look at it, and if you look at the stats, it was. It was. If you look at the even in a crash, even in a crash stock market, in a crash market, the rebound in both Obama's terms was phenomenal. Phenomenal gains versus the whole 4 years Trump has been in. The economy that Trump was claiming 2 years into his presidency, that was all thanks to Obama's efforts, right? Obama's efforts in his 8 years in the office, right? And Joe, please stop me whenever I'm wrong. Please.
You're wrong. You're already wrong, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And Zay, you're wrong too, just so you know. Because the 100% the effects of the Obama economy probably have lasted for the entire duration of the Trump presidency. But if you're hold on, yeah, so you're more right than you even know, Rob. But listen, bottom line is this: the stock market is not at all an indicator of an economy. It has nothing to do with the economy. It has to do with about the top 20% of the country that owns all of the stock market. And anytime I hear a conservative was like, look at the stock market, Trump's killing it. And I'm like, are you invested? And they're like, no, but my uncle is. And I'm like, you're a fucking moron. You're literally rooting for the richest motherfuckers on the planet. You're poor as shit. And your uncle who's got the stocks doesn't look like he's helping you at all.
You're not even playing the game.
Right. No. You're not even playing the game, but you're fucking rooting for the bad guys against the poor people. And you're like, fuck the poor people, even though I am one. I don't understand that game. I don't get it at all.
And that was one of the arguments that I had with somebody before in the comments. He was like, you're going to tell me that you can afford to. I'm like, yeah, first of all, I'm telling you that I can do whatever the fuck I feel like. And yes, I'm better than you. And he was like, oh, so you're telling me that you can. Dude, I'm not going to get into a pissing contest, and I'm not about to go screenshot a fucking portfolio just to prove something to me. But when I say the word portfolio, and this shit happened before, if I say certain terms to you and you have to ask, what is that? That already lets me know that you're not on the same level or same caliber, whether it's financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever, than me. So you're just an emotional conservative that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's a fucking racist.
Well,
so I have all day for. Go ahead, Joe.
I wonder. This guy took a bashing for 4 years.
Ooh.
Maybe undeservedly so. The guy who I think might have been the reason why you're seeing the black home ownership explosion that you've seen.
Carson? Yeah,
he's in charge of HUD.
Yeah, I was about to say, and he's fucked it up.
Sure he did, but bottom line is
he's got
young black people are buying homes at a rate like they've never done before.
Yeah.
So listen, look, here's my whole thing. Here's my whole stance. Everybody knows I hate fucking Donald Trump, like with a passion. And if you don't, then buckle up because you're about to find out.
Couldn't tell.
The guy's the world's biggest piece of shit. I mean, right, without a doubt. It's not even close. There's not even a second place for the giant bag of shit he is. But in spite of Donald Trump, you saw donations made to historically black colleges from people like Peyton Manning. By the way, millions of dollars, better than they've seen in years. Trump tried to claim credit for that. It had nothing to do with him.
And by the way,
I get it. It almost seemed like those sorts of donations were made to spite
Trump,
the racist president that we had. Yes.
And by the way, his support was something, just an extension to the HBCUs. It wasn't something new that he did. So I get sick of hearing those fucking clown conservatives talk about that. He didn't just give us something fucking, he didn't give HBCU something new. It was just an extension. He just granted the extension, you fucking clowns. Sorry.
Right. Here's money you're supposed to get anyway.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Which is an interesting take. Again, his whole, basically there was two groups that he totally really blew it with, and could have done better, and it was for a complete shit lack of effort. Number one was women in those suburbs. He was like, "Hey, white ladies, I'm keeping blacks out, yeah," and that didn't work.
Nope.
And then with black people, he was like, "Hey, why the fuck not?"
See?
Like, that is not a good campaign strategy.
That's where he messed up. Older white ladies love young black men. Should have put us in the hood. Should have put us in the suburbs.
No, that's the problem. They don't want a bunch of black guys coming in the suburbs.
Well, you know why.
Wives are going to be fucking.
You know why.
Desperate Housewives are going to come all over again.
The BDE effect.
Well, I got to tell you something. You do have to have a job if you live in the suburbs, though.
Facts. And right now, I cannot afford it. And honestly,
Yeah.
I want to live in the sticks. Fuck the suburbs. I want to live in the sticks where if you come out and you come on my fucking property, you better hope you have a good fucking reason to at this point.
Well, the sticks. That sounds like some trees, nigga. The sticks.
Yeah, the sticks where I can smoke my tree, plant my tree, and be the fuck away from all these fucking idiots around here. Because the fucking this world's gonna come to an end, and I don't want to be around nobody. I want to be able to sit there and stand my fucking ground and call it a fucking day.
The revelation I just went through. The world is coming to an end. When is this?
I don't know. We're in a pandemic right now, and this shit don't seem like it's getting any better. So, hey, 2021 ain't looking too fucking promising.
I'm not gonna touch that pandemic topic. I'm gonna leave it alone because I could be here another hour. Don't get me fired up on that one. Oh, get me fired up on that.
Oh God,
misinformation.
Since we're not gonna do that, then how about let's talk about police then?
I'm just wait. Let me ask you a quick question before we move on. Zay, you gonna get a vaccine when they come out?
Fuck no.
Okay. Rob, next episode, can we have this conversation?
Yeah.
What?
I gotta see how it affects people.
The vaccine conversation?
Yeah.
We can definitely have this conversation next week because I don't think I'm gonna be the first one on a vaccine either.
I don't get a flu shot. You don't get a vaccine? Yeah.
I haven't had a flu. Yeah,
I've never gotten a flu shot. I'm not getting a vaccine shot.
Congratulations, you guys. I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
I've never gotten.
Doesn't mean anything. This is a vaccine. Did you take a measles vaccine when you were a boy?
Yeah, I got forced to.
Have you had the measles? Do you know why? The vaccine.
But the vaccine been around for a minute before I was born.
Yeah. When I was born, that vaccine.
That shit been tested and altered 100 times over before when I was born.
Who told you that? It's the same formula.
Yeah, that's what they keep telling you. Anyway, they keep telling you.
It's listed on the ingredients. It hasn't changed. Same shit.
Can you even read the shit that's on the ingredients?
I have control over my body, Joe. I can do what I want. I have control over my body. My body, my choice.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to inject myself. Have you seen the side effects of that shit?
Yeah.
Is it worse than dying of COVID and not being able to breathe and dying on a ventilator with black lung?
To be honest,
zombiness.
I'm not going to
go and vote.
Well, first and foremost,
yes, sir, you do.
So first and foremost, we like a close family member has contracted it now that we have been in contact with. So like we're in this kind of quarantine. I'm like in day 4 or 5 of this quarantine shit. Even though I don't have it, they had it. So, but they're looking fine. And to be honest, I think I may have I'm one of the believers that because in December I was super sick. This time last year. 2.5 weeks of respiratory couldn't breathe. Danielle, I thought I was dying. Danielle thought I was just playing, but like 2 weeks of just like straight death before like it actually became mainstream. So like it was either the flu or it was COVID, one of the two, but it kicked my ass for 2.5 weeks. I'll wait until next year. I'll shoot my shot until next year, maybe. And then you know what I mean, see what get a vaccine so when the commercials run, let's say no, I'm good. I didn't even do that for the military fucking earplug shit. I'm good. I'm
be broke for a fucking while.
Yeah.
I unless like my job is like, yeah, you have to have the vaccine, then I'd be like, all right.
How can a job? What does a job get off with the right to tell you have to have a vaccine? That's like a job telling you got to wear a condom when you have sex. It's not your place. It's not your place to tell me what.
How are those things even remotely related?
You don't gotta work at the job. You can walk off and get a whole new job.
Exactly. You're not walking around like beating it on people. What are you? Having COVID and fucking are not even remotely close.
I've got to the point with COVID this year that I probably got a better chance of getting AIDS. That's how
probably.
So got to the point with COVID.
You cough and they treat you like you got AIDS.
We gotta understand. My job sent me into New Rochelle when it was quarantine. Here, go set up some phones. We don't care about you. And this is early March. And we did this all year long. So
I mean, yeah, at that point, like I'm not in a rush to get the vaccine. I mean, granted, we probably won't see our version of the vaccine until like March. So like,
we're black people. We're on the back burner. We always at the back of the bus. Yeah, it'll be a while for it.
I'm not in a rush. I don't need anything.
I already got it.
Oh, the vaccine? I believe it.
I wouldn't put it past neither. I literally wouldn't. I literally wouldn't. Like you probably got it like a dad meeting or some shit.
I live in the suburbs. We had this shit for like 2 months. We're good.
I fucking believe it.
Local dad meeting. We got the vaccines. Pull up.
I can't wait to see all the knockoff vaccines that come off like black market, and you're gonna start seeing them on like Facebook Marketplace and shit like that. All the scammers got vaccines and shit. I can't wait. I believe it. How much you think they're gonna be going? Like what? $40 a shot? $40 or something? Like this
maximize your money.
Somebody gonna have some bootleg shit out there, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to fucking see it.
I know people getting $1,000 for a PlayStation 5 box. You better maximize your money on a fake shot.
I heard people were getting $1,000 for a fucking Clubhouse invite, which I'm still trying to get you, Joe. Which the Clubhouse link got lost in translation, but we're trying to fucking get it, or a transaction. There we go. But yeah, they're giving $1,000 for a Clubhouse invite, so we definitely got to get you on there. It's fucking crazy.
You know about that shit?
No, the face would indicate what the hell's a Clubhouse.
See, it's that exclusive that he don't even know. So
I didn't know if you were playing it like "Don't tell him" or if you really didn't know. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what that face was. It was one or the other.
Clubhouse.
So Clubhouse is this new app.
You're like, like
interactive app. I guess that like it's like exclusive to like at first it started with like high-end celebrities, and then of course the only way you can get it is if you get an invite, and everybody only gets one invite. So you have to know somebody that knows somebody to get an invite. Fortunately for me, well, it would seem that way until you get on the app and you're like, yeah, okay, all these fucking exclusive people are on here, but there's mad other people on here too as well. But fortunately, I was able to get a link, and then once I got a link, and then people found out that I was on, they were like, yo, I'll actually pay. Well, my brother told me that people were paying for links, and I didn't believe him. And so somebody said, hey, you're on Clubhouse. I'll give you an undisclosed amount for your invite. And unfortunately, my invite is already going to somebody. Well, we're trying to get the invite back to Joe. But yeah. Wow. But yeah, people are actually trying to get on this app so much that they're paying a certain amount of dollars. It wasn't $1,000 that the person offered me, but it was a couple hundred.
That sounds fucking stupid.
Yeah, just to get on the app. And honestly, the app is like just like any other app. You get on there, it's just voice. It's voice talking, but you're on there with like celebrities and shit like that. And just like interacting and yeah, but whatever.
Why do people want to
it's a networking thing for me. Like
no, I get you. I get for you, but for some people, I don't understand that. Why do you want to hear celebrities? Why do you want to watch a Zoom room concert? I just don't get it. With the extremity people go to for celebrities just doesn't make sense to me sometimes.
It was crazy. I wasn't even looking for the invite. Somebody was like, "Hey," I was like, "Oh shit, hell yeah, I take the invite." They was like, "Yo, you want to get in the Clubhouse?" I was like, "Yeah."
So the name of the app is Clubhouse. I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, Clubhouse. Okay. If we ever get the link, maybe we can get it to Joe and then get you on it, and then you can see. But it's dope for like guys like us in media. If you're actually into networking and you go into like different rooms and shit, and they like talk about different things, or like it gets crazy at late night. Some of those rooms get like, yeah, they be on demon time in some of them rooms. Like they be giving it up. They be it get interesting. That's the when you wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, you're like, what the fuck's going on? Oh nah, Clubhouse popping. Like Clubhouse with the shits at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like I fell asleep. Listen,
nah.
Yo,
I take this dad shit serious. I'm sleeping from 10 to like 6.
You said
take this dad shit serious. You're not getting up at no 4 a.m. No.
Oh no, that's my dad shit. Like that's my peaceful time. Like I gotta get up at like 3:34 because at 7 is go time until the little motherfucker go to sleep. So
man, my little motherfucker's 3 here. She don't wake up till like 10, 11 in the morning. So
I miss this. Damn, I miss.
I let her. Yeah.
But all right, so getting on to some serious shit since we kind of drifted. Let's talk about these police, man. This video has been fucking with my head. One, I feel like it's a good video because it shows that like cops can actually do the good thing. But then in the back of my mind is a young black, well, not a young black man, but as a middle-aged black man, I'm like, what the fuck? If this kind of situation happened to me, I'd be shot dead. Let's go ahead and roll the clip first.
He said he's not going to shop the car, so.
Okay. That's all right. Just keep an eye on it. Just get there right quick. Just put your hands on the steering wheel. No.
What?
Oh yeah, it gets better.
Get out of the car, man. You got a gun right there.
Whoa.
There's rights to this.
Get out.
There are rights to this.
You have a
There are rights to this.
Whoa. Get out.
Hold up right there.
It's open. My hands are up. My hands are up. No,
you got to.
This is on body cam. You have a body cam, sir.
Put your hands over your eyes.
Do you have a body cam?
Put your hand over your eyes.
This is a black man.
Your hands over your eyes.
Yeah, you got
I will send this dog on you.
I will shoot you. You do.
Don't
Don't.
He said, "I will shoot you if you send your dog on me."
You have rights too. You have rights too.
Don't you dare.
You have rights. You
Right.
cannot
Don't you
shoot me
dare.
here.
You
This is
need to
unconstitutional.
For anybody,
You know
this
that.
guy is a.
Okay.
Yes, I
Don't.
do. It is.
Don't.
I guess you can't even say detained.
This is also
They're attempting
body
to
cam.
detain
Body cam
or
request.
arrest this
You
white
quit
guy.
yelling so I can talk to you.
You have a gun
Give me
for
more.
me,
Give me
sir.
right now.
I need you to relax for me. Okay?
I hate to be mean, but shoot this motherfucker already. Wait.
I was thinking, like, if it was a black person, if he would have been like, if he was a black person,
I do not. You cannot. No, it is constitutionally.
can we pause for a second?
You have a contempt
I just want to play it, but I just want to pause it real quick.
Yes, you can see the weapon. It's right there.
Don't
Body
do it.
cam. Body. I got
Okay.
it. What are you afraid of?
Don't do it.
I have nothing to do.
Do me a favor. Just please step out of the car. That's all we're asking.
This white man is literally threatening to sue the cops, and they haven't
Please
offered
know your weapons, please.
No.
This is all civilly.
He has a gun visible to the cops.
Right eye. Right eye.
You got cover?
No. Just
Yes, we do.
don't. Just
Do
please.
you have body cam?
Please.
Just please.
Do
Do not. Don't. Do it. Don't.
Look.
You know that. That's not-
Please.
I need you to get out of the car.
Out.
If
Hey, that's the double blue, sir. You're gonna shoot me on double blue?
Just relax.
fuck is double
No,
blue?
just relax.
Just please get out of the car.
There's rights to this. You know there are rights to this.
Listen, we can figure this out.
We can talk about
You
this.
hear how they're negotiating with
Talk
this
about
dude?
it with you not listening to us.
We're not listening. You're first of the ground.
All I'm asking you to
You're
do,
violating my rights right now. Let go of me.
You just put your hand on a gun,
sir.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No,
You just put your hand on a gun.
And I did my ignorance.
Yep.
Oh,
we don't want
Please.
to do this, man.
Just
okay?
get out of the car. I'm just asking. We'll get this figured out. Just come out. Just get out of the
you
car.
release me now.
You can't do that.
Release it. I have
Oh
Second Amendment
my
rights.
God. That was-
Constitution.
Just,
I'm a
He was-
fucking ignorant white guy. I can say shit.
This right here is the
Uh-huh.
reason to
We'll get-
defend myself, Captain
If he was
Officer.
black, they
You
would
know
have
We'll
lit
get
that
this
shit
figured
up
out.
already.
No.
Like, woo.
Don't do it. Please. Just come on.
Get out of the car, sir.
Just get out of the car.
that.
Just step
Get
out.
The gun's down.
No, just step out.
Get out of the car.
Just step out of the car. Don't do it.
But this is the best part. Look,
Get out of the car.
You're on double blue. You know what's going to happen, right?
Just stop.
You need to get out of the car. That's a
No, I
lawful
don't.
order. You're going to go to
What a
jail.
gunfight. Oh, take me to jail then. Go ahead.
Just
Right
come
now
on.
you're obstructing.
I can't.
No, you're obstructing. You pointing a gun at me, sir? Right now my life's in threat.
Okay. Well, we have.
I don't see body cam on this, sir. I'm just gonna drive away. I'm not gonna bother anybody.
No, you're
Hands
not.
on the seat.
Don't do this. Don't do it. Don't.
Gone.
He said he's not gonna
So-
stop the car. So.
That just happened. So for anybody that was just listening or that's listening to the podcast and didn't watch this live or whatever, didn't watch this on Facebook or YouTube or any of those amazing platforms we're on, what happened was 2 state officers in Ohio have stopped this white man at a traffic stop. The white man has a gun visible that he has reached for multiple times. The officers have drawn on this said white guy, and they are negotiating with this white guy whether or not they are going to detain him, arrest him, or safely, however, handle this situation. Where I applaud that the officers did not off his white ass, I still like to think, like, if that was a black guy, how would this have gone down? Why do I ask? Not trying to race bait, but guess what? Prime example. 32-year-old Philando Castile. He was in his vehicle. Guess what? Philando Castile was shot to death by a police officer during a traffic stop. Also, Philando Castile, I believe he had a registered firearm. Did not pull that firearm. Let them know that he had one, and still was considered a threat and harm to these officers. Meanwhile, this white man has reached for his weapon multiple times, threatened to shoot not only the officers, but the officer's dog if the officers release the dog onto him, and then proceeded to drive away. Not proceeded, the fucker drove away, fled the scene. Now, where's the outrage with all the white people that were like, comply or die? Why aren't you complying? Why aren't you doing this? If you were to go in the comments, there's a lot of white people, a lot of fucking clown conservatives that are congratulating this idiot. Now, granted, there are some in there in the comments that are like, congratulations to the cops. They're doing a great job. Which, once again, I don't want to take away from them officers. They definitely did an amazing job as far as not killing somebody. Good job not killing somebody. Horrible job.
I mean, if that's the fucking threshold, good for the cops, boy. They got it good. Hey, we didn't kill them.
You didn't kill him.
That's something to celebrate now. That's great. And that's what we want.
And that's where it's gotten to. You're like, But then I'm like, you can't even celebrate that because it's a white person. They didn't feel threatened. Matter of fact, their threat was different. You could tell in their eyes, they were more scared of him.
Did he ever get caught? No.
Like, they were more scared of him, like, oh my God, he actually might do this. Whereas I feel like it's an aggression fear, if that makes sense. If it was a black guy, it's more of an aggression than an actual fear. Does that make sense? Like, he's black, I got to be aggressive versus, oh my God, he has a good, like, I don't know. I felt like it was a different.
Well, right. The cop feels like with the white guy, he can, hey, listen, bud.
Exactly.
Listen, my man. Right. And then when it's a black guy, it's like, I gotta show this guy who the boss is, right? You're like, listen, you fucking thug punk.
Well, exactly.
Hey.
All right. Me, I think about it. If that was me in my car, put myself in that, and my gun was right there, and I reached for my gun, do you think I'd be alive? Do you think that
you've been dead the first 5 seconds of the video? They would have came next to the car.
The moment I said I will shoot you if you release that dog, they would have off my ass.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should have Michael Vick. You don't fuck with dogs and white people.
So it's just like
they had your ass under the jail. You fucking shoot that dog.
Done. So it's just like it's crazy how shit like this comes to play. You know what I'm saying? And the person who it was a 25-year-old white guy named Mecklen Burr, was stopped 2 hours later.
For what? For coffee?
Oh, he was stopped 2 hours later in Coleraine Township in Hamilton County in Ohio. He was charged with improper handling of a firearm, carrying a concealed weapon, and driving on a closed highway.
That's it?
Wait, was the improper handling of a firearm when he took the cop's gun, or was it his own gun they were referring to?
I would love
curious.
They didn't mention it. They got left out.
There's
So
a lot
many
of charges
details
that
here.
were like so many charges and details that was
Wow.
left out. But yeah, so that's good.
It's really disturbing because on a serious note, you'll see black people get killed for even less, like having a fake $20 bill, or you're in your house eating your Haagen-Dazs and the wrong person walks into your house and lights your ass up. But that's neither here or there.
Or sleep with your significant other, and a no-knock warrant for an arrest that definitely had nothing to do with you.
And mind you, a whole situation that was going to be completely thrown under the water if no one said anything, because the boy running in Alabama, that happened after her.
Oh yeah.
So no one was even talking about her for months.
Yeah.
So it's really baffling to see that he got to pull away. But it starts, and I hate to say this, Joe, it starts young.
Mm-hmm.
White kids get away with a lot of shit. You get to talk to your mom a lot of ways.
Oh my God.
It's like with his egging thing earlier. I didn't egg because I wasn't getting my ass whooped for wasting eggs in a black house. Yeah. You can't do shit like that. I can't talk back to my parents, but when you give them that at that young age, the ability to say, shut up, mom, or mind your business, mom, they can talk to whoever the hell they want. It's just simple as that. Yeah, it's that entitlement. That's why I would beat the shit out my kid, but that's neither here or there.
No, but yeah, that's a true statement, right? So, and we were talking about how I think we were kind of discussing on like how raising our kids earlier a couple episodes ago, but like I harp on my son all the time about how he presents himself and how he just says something. Just hear me, like you can't say that he can't say the same things that little Johnny will say in the classroom to the teacher, because the way little Johnny says it, it's not going to be perceived the same way as when little Donnie says it. Or even the same way, like when he says some shit to me, like, no, you're not going to talk to me because you heard your friend say that shit at the park to his dad. No, that's not going to fly that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, because guess what? My son's not going to be able to talk to a cop like that. The same way your son, he might be able to talk to a cop, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll put it.
Well, that's because your son will be, you got to raise him right. So he can run away, make sure his pants is up, his belt's on properly. Because Joe's son can talk like that because he'll run away.
And you just said it. I got to raise them right.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Black people, we have to raise our children. We were brought up to raise, they had to raise us right, so we have to raise ours right. Joe, you just have to raise your son.
Bullshit. We got to raise him right, too, because we're doing a real fucking shit job. Got to start teaching these white kids how to stop being rapey so much and being, like, racist all the time. We're fucking it up. We're not doing it right. And straight up, you guys, I mean, any little kid that experiences racism, I mean, where'd they get that shit from?
Home.
Here you go. And that's all you need to know. And you're right. Zay, I'll tell you a story. I was driving to meet my buddies at the golf course one day, straight up smoking a fucking blunt. Rolled right up on some cop. I mean, almost ran him over in the middle of the road. They were doing a little construction on the back road. He walked over to my car. I kicked the cherry off that into a cup of Coke that was in my car. Not cocaine, just regular Coca-Cola. Dude, the car reeked of weed. And the cop walked over, and I said, hey, I'm really sorry, man. I'm late for a tea time. I was in a big rush. And he put his arm on my arm, and he tapped me. He said, slow it down. Have a good round. And off I went.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, listen, but Zay, let me tell you something. I mean, it's I remember when I first heard what white privilege was, and I was like, fuck that. I've never had a white privilege. I wish I had some privilege. And then I told somebody that story, and they were like, oh, dude, that's what we're fucking talking about. And I was like, oh, I got a million of those stories. Really? I got arrested for I got caught shoplifting at Stop and Shop while I was in college. And I looked at the security guy, and I was like, I'm sorry, dude. It was stupid. And he was like, just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, all right, cool.
All right, cool.
Can I keep what I took?
It can be black. No, we gotta wait till the cops. But sir, it was it was a Jello. Nope, we gotta wait for the cops to get here. Jello or not, you stole this Jello, and it's not on your receipt. So we're gonna wait for the cops to get here, and we'll figure this out. That's really lucky because it's really a different dynamic. I've been pulled over in traffic, just driving down Jamaica Ave. Cop reached his head in my sunroof. Hey, can you pull over?
Yeah,
I pulled over.
You fit a description, I'll bet.
I gave him my license. Checked my license. Came back and said, "You're good." I said, "Oh, is it the nice Audi I'm driving?" Catch you later. But these are the things that we live with. It's an experience that if you're not African American, you probably won't know you're experiencing it. If racism is happening to you, there's a good chance you won't know it's happening to you. Or, like I said, with white privilege, if you're getting white privilege, there's a good chance you're getting it and don't know you're getting it.
Well, that's another one of those things, where like you hear a term, you're immediately on the defensive, right? White privilege. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what that means. And it's like, well, has race ever been an issue for you? No, not at all. That's what it is. Oh, dude. Again, the idea that there's still people out there that deny white privilege is a thing is it's a shocking level of ignorance. We've all seen it on television. If you actually know a real black person, you've probably heard from that black person what kind of racism is out there. Believe that shit.
Yeah.
I think, again, I'm not trying to be a fucking hero. What do I care? But the difference between me and I think most people is I have to hear or see something once. And it's like, oh, gotcha. New mindset. I understand what white privilege is because I've enjoyed it my entire life. I've done shit that, Zay, we could do a whole show and I could tell you like 20 things that I've done that you would be in jail for like 10 plus. Easy.
You just told me a story I'd be in jail. I would have got out the car and ran. The cop I would have left the car right in the middle of the fucking road and just took off.
That is the only story. That's the only story I'm comfortable telling on air, knowing my mom could be watching. I've done some stuff in my life that I'll tell you guys, it blow your mind.
That's terrible.
I got driven home one night by the cops. Driven home. They were doing donuts in the parking lot as they dropped me off.
Jeez.
That's crazy because I've been hit by a drunk driver and they wouldn't even get the guy at the house. Guy came to the window and said, "Good night." I was like, "Y'all not gonna get him?" No. What the fuck? I see on cops, y'all busting all these black people's house. Do some shit.
When my house got robbed, they actually investigated.
Nah, we fill out paperwork. Come to the station. Yeah. Come down to the station tomorrow. Fill out paperwork. We'll get you
I gave them some leads and they went and followed up on it.
Called them 2 weeks later. "Hey, did you find my TV yet?" Yeah, we're looking for it.
Never again.
Your best bet is that I call and they find my shit and your shit happens to be included in it.
Oh,
that's your best case scenario, and it's fucked up.
Whenever I need the cops, I just tell them it's the girls soccer team down the street from me, and they come right away. I'm telling you, they come all the time for the fucking the women's soccer team at Central, faster than anything I've ever seen. When those girls call, they are fucking there.
Yep, to break up black parties over the summer, I gotta call the old white lady.
Jeez.
Let them know that they're in the street fighting. There's some black kids in the street fighting. They just had a barbecue. The cops never pull up so fucking fast. I get my sleep. You think you're gonna have you think you're gonna run this barbecue?
Too, right? Let's get on it. Oh my god, dude.
You're gonna run this barbecue past too? Okay. There's an old white lady in me who needs her sleep.
That's why I love having the name Rob or Robert, because they hear Robert and they just think, all right, they automatically think Robert. And then when you go give them the Robert Dunlap, or I shouldn't have said that. Damn, I shouldn't give whatever. Fucking give them the full name. They're like, holy shit, that's a white guy. And so they come here and they're like, oh shit.
Because Robert Dunlap sounds like a guy who has a really good fucking time on St. Patty's Day.
Exactly.
And he eats the corned beef and the cabbage. And he's drinking the Guinness.
Yeah. Everyone likes him at the office.
Yeah. That guy's getting a job interview for sure, Zay. Isn't he?
Just off a name.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna get him an interview. Then he shows up and they're like, shit.
Yeah. Now
Dunlap, Black Irish, got it.
Black Irish.
Well, with that being said, Joe, are you sure? And are you ready?
Shit.
Are you sure? It's about that time. Are you sure you're ready to cross these waters again? Because I'm telling you, if you get this card again, you got to hold it. You got to hold it true. And you got to, you know what I'm saying? It comes with a lot of responsibility because you can throw this card and play this card when we're not around, but you got to be able to back it up. See, I used to tell all my white friends that used to like want to hang out with me because whenever I would go around like the real black friends that I used to call them, like, yeah, I'm not like real black. I'm entitled. I grew up in the suburbs and shit like that.
Real blacks don't have podcasts.
Yeah, like I definitely grew up like in a loving household by a single parent that definitely rose. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I definitely did.
2 parents?
No, not 2 parents, not 2 parents. Definitely single. Oh, I definitely had a fucked up situation. Not to say it was fucked up. It was a great situation, but like I was living with my aunt, you know what I mean, not to say my situation is fucked up. That sounds so fucked up. But like I was living with my aunt, my siblings were over there. You know, it's a black situation. You know what I'm saying? You black situation, right?
I got 7 siblings. We all got different mothers. You know how to story
exactly.
It's cool. It's just, you know, it's
Hey, real quick, yesterday my parents celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary.
What? 50?
See, that's white people shit.
No, that's why I brought it up. Is you just said you got 7 brothers and sisters and you all have a different parent. 50 years.
I'd be lucky to get 1 year anniversary.
Our parents can't even stay alive long enough to fucking, you know what I'm saying, even make it that far.
Now with all the gout and corona going around and high blood pressure and diabetes.
My mom and my dad made it fucking 10 years and he passed away. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, fuck it. When we get that kind of picture, you know what I'm saying? It fucking happens. But anyways, so I was not of one of those children that luckily I had, not to say a silver spoon, but I was decent, right? I didn't need for anything. But when I would bring my white friends around, I was cool on the other side of the tracks, but you know what I mean? I would have to let them know, like, yo, you got to be able to hold your own. You got to be able to mix and maneuver a certain way, you know, move and maneuver a certain way. So, Joe, if you earn this again, you got to be able to stick and move, which I have no doubt, you know what I'm saying, that you will be able to. But yeah, we're gonna get you right this episode.
To be fair, I didn't even know I had attained said black card.
Oh, that's
I was just thrilled to know when it was revoked. My initial response was, "I had it. That's amazing."
See,
now I want to get it back.
It's like white privilege. It's like, well, yeah, there you go. Throwing around your white privilege.
Even know.
Fucking embarrassing. You throwing around that shit again. You see?
And not even that. Like that's white privilege. When you're around black guys and you just automatic like you get it. You know what I'm saying?
You bragging?
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of white guys don't get that privilege. So you know what I'm saying?
I'm honored and I'm thrilled by it. And now that I'm giving another shot at it, I promise I will. I'm up to the responsibility.
Got you. Now, do we want to go? I mean, I'll pitch you off shortly, so we won't even really go like very too scholarly with it. We'll keep it nice and fun. Keep it culture based. I think like the scholarly shit, like W.E.B. Du Bois and all that shit, well, that's like level 2. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's like the black card of the black card. So right now we're working on like the platinum card, the platinum black card for you, Joe. The next one will be like the
black prepaid credit card.
I like this.
Credit card.
All right.
The Visa card right now. It's a Visa prepaid. It's still a card.
So we got a couple questions. I got about a solid 20, but we'll see how it goes. It might go fast, might go slow, but I'm sure there'll be some debate in between. All right. So we'll start off easy. And these are all multiple choice. Who is the best male R&B group of the 90s? Dru Hill, Jodeci, Boyz II Men, or New Edition?
I'm going to say Jodeci. Although Boyz II Men were great. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that bad?
All right, so I would definitely say New Edition is out because New Edition was definitely 80s.
Yeah.
Dru Hill I wouldn't say they were like the best, but they were like one of my top. They were one of my tops. Drew Hill.
I like Drew Hill.
Oh yeah, name me a song.
Who, me?
You're putting Joe on the spot. Name a Drew Hill song.
I don't know the songs. I mean, I had the album.
Harmony. Give us a harmony. Sorry.
Who's the lead singer?
Dude, he was friends with Cisco and all that. I mean, I'm all up on Drew Hill. Come on, give me some.
You worked in radio. I should have gave you more credit. You worked in radio.
Listen, I am honestly, I'm a 90s hip hop guy. I was West Coast. I was Dre and Snoop. That's my guys. So,
but I'll give you Jodeci between Boyz II Men and Jodeci.
Look, I thought Boyz II Men was too easy. I love Boyz II Men. I actually saw a funny story. I actually saw Boyz II Men 4 years ago in Philly at halftime of the Giants-Eagles game.
Oh, nice.
You know why?
Why is that? Boyz II Men's from Philly.
You are right, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Philly High Harmony. I mean, I again had the album. I know it. I'm not stupid.
Look,
it was amazing to see him. I'm just saying. I went to a football game, and I certainly wasn't expecting. All of a sudden, they were like, "Hey, Boyz II Men's performing at halftime." It was just a regular season game. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Oh yeah. All right. So, what do you eat on your grits? Cheese, salt and pepper, sugar, or butter?
All of them.
See, I was with you until you said all of them. I'll give you 3 out of the 4.
Salt and pepper is a must.
Yes.
I need some butter on there.
Yeah.
Cheese. How do you not have cheese?
Obviously, cheese. That's why I said, what?
I have to do cheese. I'm sorry.
If the options are cheese, salt and pepper, sugar, or butter.
I probably wouldn't put. Well, all right. I guess I didn't hear sugar. I didn't. Okay. Sugar is probably not one I would put on there. I don't put sugar on anything. I don't even put sugar on cereal.
All right. See, there we go. Okay, we got
you. You're not black. There you go.
Okay, all my cereal is already sugared.
Okay. You there you go.
You got money. You got money.
Hold on. So
Fruit Loops.
Yeah, you got name brand. Oh, shit.
You got name brand shit. He don't even got smacked.
Yeah,
no, it's like Fruitios. I'm bullshitting. It's Fruitios.
There you go.
It's not Fruit Loops. I'm not doing that shit.
Now, if you get Rice Krispies and you put the sugar in your Rice Krispies, then you're black. Definitely black. Because that's definitely with that.
You gotta drink the milk too. Milk
All right. What is the best comedy of all time? House Party, Coming to America, Friday, or Harlem Nights?
All right, so I've seen all these movies. They're all great movies. Which one's the funniest?
Yeah, which is the best comedy of all time?
I would have to say Coming to America. It's a fucking classic.
All right, there you go.
Wait, so look at Zay's not. Zay
I would have gave you for this one. I would have gave you all the above because that was really, really tough, bro.
Very tough.
I can't turn my back on Friday.
Friday's great. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Or one block.
You got knocked the fuck out. Come on, I love it.
I would say Coming to America would probably be the best comedy because it's consistent. Like the whole movie is comedy. Friday is comedy too, but it's like a little bit of everything. You got a nice story. It's tough. Harlem Nights was definitely funny.
Harlem Nights was great, yeah. Harlem Nights, yeah. Oh, Richard Pryor, yeah, man. Dude.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely say Coming to America, if not with Friday being the next. With it, so yeah, Friday or Coming to America definitely can't be mad at. Definitely all of the above is definitely great. Yeah, you can't be mad at that either.
Yeah, you gotta help him out next time. Put some whack shit up there. Put like Dumber and Dumber up there. Like help him out.
Nah, it's gotta be hard. Like you gotta think. Like I
feel like I'm up to the challenge. I don't want you to take it easy on me. I'm all in.
It's hard for me.
And that's what I'm saying. When we have these debates, right? When we at the barbershop and we have these debates, it's never easy, right?
No, never. It's never.
Yeah, so, all right.
Wait a minute here. What do you mean? Why is she saying that you're playing me?
How he give you 5 super black options and tell him to pick one.
Thank you.
But I'm still killing it though, aren't I?
It's not. It's an assessment. I didn't
put Soul Plane on there. We could be like, all right, you don't take Soul Plane. That makes sense.
All right. Here we go. Y'all ready? All right. Here's one. That's straight, direct to the point. Who taught you how to spell who taught you how to spell the word independent? A teacher, Lil Webby, Destiny's Child, or Lil Boosie?
Oh, Destiny's Child.
INDEPENDENT. Boy, oh man,
you know what that means, man.
You got, oh man, boy.
So definitely, Destiny's Child had a song named Independent.
Yeah, I
Right?
like that one.
If your teacher taught you how to spell independent,
You
good
spell it
job.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you were black, you would know that Lil Boosie taught you how to spell independent.
And you spell it all wrong.
And you spelled it all wrong. INDEP. And it don't even matter. You can spell it. I'm pretty sure he spells it right in the song. But when you in a club and that shit come on, it sounds like IEDDPDDP. You know what that mean, man? So yeah, Lil Boosie taught you how to spell independent. Here, I give you he was grown when that came out.
I think he was grown when Independent
Destiny's
Child came out too. But
exactly, he was still on the radio.
Listening to that shit, watching Vampire Diaries and shit.
I do not watch Vampire Diaries.
Look, man, watch what you watch, bro. I'm not judging.
All right, so here we go. When are black folks most likely to change their voice? At the gas station, at church, in front of white folks, or when a bill collector calls?
I feel like that's definitely all the above situation.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
And at first, I didn't understand that at the gas station, but then when somebody explained it to me, they said, "You ever hear a black person ask for gas? Excuse me, can I get gas or $20 on pump?" I said, "Oh shit, that's funny." I said, "That's funny." All right, so you got that one, Joe. All right, which R&B songstress would you want to have? And this is kind of like an opinionated one, and I got to see how black you are. Which R&B songstress would you want to have your back in a fight? K. Michelle, Rihanna, Keisha Cole, or Solange?
Oh, this is an easy motherfucking answer. I know it's not Rihanna because she got her ass kicked. So it's got to be my girl Solange, who fucked Jay-Z up with that shit in the elevator. Don't fuck with the queen bee, bitch.
Perfect.
How's that answer? Is that acceptable, boys?
Definitely take that. It was either that or Keisha Cole. Those are the two answers that I was going to take, either Solange or Keisha Cole. All right. What is the best music movie of all time? Dreamgirls, The Temptations, Purple Rain, or The Five Heartbeats?
Purple fucking Rain. Not even close.
If you can't say
that a
Purple
white
Rain.
Answer. That might be a white person answer.
I would have went Purple Rain too.
Really?
Yeah, well,
I feel good about Purple Rain.
Purple Rain beats The Five Heartbeats or The Temptations?
For me, it does. I'm a Prince guy.
Okay.
So he says, I think that one's gonna be opinionated.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
This is very opinionated.
I'm a Prince. I mean, I listen to everybody on the list, but
there's a lot of love for Purple Rain coming in.
That movie's
I'll lose that one. Yeah,
the Purple Rain downpour at this point. People are loving it.
I definitely would have went Temptations or The Five Heartbeats.
You know, my first ever concert I ever went to in my life was the Temptations.
Really? The original Temptations?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Dude, they were at the end. Believe me, I was young. It was honestly, it was the Four Tops and the Four Temptations. It was pretty cool.
Tops. Jeez.
Yeah.
So you must have been like the only white guy in there.
I was. Yeah, and I was a kid. Listen, I've always enjoyed black culture.
You and the rest of the world.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
I mean, I wish they pay us for it, but it's whatever.
It'd be fair.
Hey, that's a whole nother discussion.
Look, I've seen the way some of y'all dress. If style was relying on y'all, we'd be fucked. Let's see some of the way y'all. Look, I'll take the pants hanging down to my knees before some of the shit y'all wear.
Oh, all right.
Who is?
All right. Who is Oprah Winfrey's best friend? Gayle King, Tyler
Gayle
Perry.
King, come on, are you kidding me? By the way, I have seen Holiday Heart with Ving Rhames because I love him.
Ooh.
So, just to clear that up, I have seen Holiday Heart. Just to clear that up, but
So
also
now, I'm sure you watch Vampire Diaries now if you watched Holiday Heart because that's around along the same thing, same concept.
But it's black, so it's cool, Zay. Can I get around that?
No, Holiday Heart is not cool. I don't accept that.
Oh, there we go. How many times have you watched it?
I've seen it once. I saw it once with some black friends of mine. Yeah, like 2000, 2001 or 2, something like that. That timeline check out.
So you have no clue what channel BET is, right? On your TV? Just
I watch it. I don't even know what channel BET is on my TV.
I watch BET because sometimes I like to watch hip hop videos.
No, you damn sure watch the BET. They don't play no hip hop videos.
I've seen videos on BET.
That hip hop one, that TV one, that other channel they ain't got. MTV play Tyler Perry all day. That's what they play. House of Pain and shit. Meet the Browns.
You getting me here? I don't know this.
Oh, we don't die, we multiply. Who said that?
Wait, you don't know who Tyler Perry is?
No.
No, I like Tyler Perry.
Oh, what she said on the. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Who's Bebe's kids?
What? Y'all ain't never seen Bebe's kids?
Who's y'all?
Oh,
I'm asking the question. Who is Bebe's kids? As Joe Googles.
I don't know who.
Bebe's kids?
I don't know what that is.
Oh my God, probably one of the best black cartoon comedies ever. So it's about this guy. He meets this girl at a funeral, at somebody's funeral. I can't remember. I think it's like his boy's funeral, and he offers to take her and her son out to this amusement park. Well, apparently, her homegirl Bebe has 3 kids, and Bebe left her 3 kids with her homegirl who's on a date with this dude, and yeah, they fuck shit up at this amusement park. It's funny as hell. Bebe's kids. Look it up, Joe.
I will. Phase on Love. It's his film debut. He's a buddy of mine. I know
Really?
Phase on Love. Yes, I've hung out with him a few times.
So how do you not know his classic?
I didn't ask. It's been a while. I don't know it. I just don't know it. I don't know.
Hey, Phase on about that Bebe's kids.
I will watch.
See, you gotta watch it to get the card back.
If that's all I gotta do, sign me up.
No, I mean you pretty much got it. I think the last other question was and you definitely have to know this. What year did Cash Money take over?
Cash Money in the 99, ain't it?
There we go. 99.
There we go.
99 to 2000, of course.
I'm just saying, when you're around people, just make sure you say end of 2000s, all right? You learn from me.
I was pausing for dramatic effect. I was getting there.
All right.
Was the beat
Cash
dropping
Money
in the
for the
background?
99 and it's 2000. So I get it. Is it back?
No. It's pending. Your application is pending. Apparently, you got to watch Bebe's Kids, and then we'll quiz on that, and then we'll.
All right.
But yeah, right now you're good. Right now you're pending. It's looking good. It didn't get kicked back.
It was exciting. Nice. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nothing to be nervous for. Nothing. Like I said, we could go into like the first African American woman to win the Academy Award for Best Actress in the movie Monsters Ball.
No, if you didn't say Monsters Ball, I wouldn't know who the hell it was.
Yeah, isn't that Halle Berry?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Right?
There you go. There you go. All right, or what? This person was the first person to invent a clock in the United States that rung on the hour.
Shit.
Here, I'll give you W.E.B. Du Bois, Benjamin Banneker, Denzel Washington, or Barack Obama.
It's the second guy because I know all the other names you mentioned.
It's gotta be
Benjamin Banneker.
I don't know.
Benjamin Banneker.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, we can get this can kind of go into
I gotta go to a black museum or something. I gotta.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
did you know that last one, Zay? Did you know the answer?
Obviously, no, wasn't the last one. I didn't chime in. I didn't know that shit.
I knew the last one because my aunt had this big ass poster of like black inventors. So like growing up, I literally would read this picture every day What did that comment say? I missed
She
it.
said we force all the white people to watch it.
Oh, it's facts. If you're white and you want to come over, if you want to come to the cookout, matter of fact, yeah, if you're white and you want to come to the cookout, that has to be like a prerequisite of like Bebe's kids, so you know how like things maneuver. You know what I'm saying, and how things go a little bit.
Yeah, watch Bebe's kids. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you definitely see a bunch of those.
And leave your potato salad at home with the raisins.
Your white potato salad. That's what started all this. Joe and his white potato salad. Literally.
Regrets.
Do you not put sazon on? You don't put no seasoning in your shit. You just
he gets it from the store.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, he gets it from the store.
All right, I didn't know.
Well, so this is the point of where we bring everything down. It's been a fun episode, but we have
Peanut. Come on, I mean, guys.
Wally's even doing it.
Don't insult me. I mean, I really do like black people. I don't know. I mean, God.
You didn't say that you don't like black people, but you have to.
We're naive.
Yeah, we're naive. So you got to have certain qualifications to hold that black card. You know what I'm saying? Like with this black card, like you'll be able to go to any cookout, Joe, like without invitation. Like you'll just be able to walk up and like, yo,
just
I'm
roll
Joe.
up.
Yeah, like yo, I'm Joe, because you will now have the you will have the knowledge if somebody's like, hey, do you play spades? Matter of fact, do you play spades?
I do play spades. I love spades. I like this. The sandbags, the whole nine. Yes.
Now, okay, so when you play spades, how do you play? Do you play Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce, or do you play Joker, Joker, Deuce, Ace? Do you play just straight? How do you play?
Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce.
All right. That's good.
I respect it.
I love spades. One of my favorite games.
All right. I mean, shit, you're good in my book.
There are black people that can't play spades no more.
And that's oh my God.
There's a
lot of black people that don't know how to play spades, and I'm sick of like explaining it. And honestly, like spades is never that game where you can literally just sit there and just tell somebody and they're gonna get it. You literally have to
play
it and watch. That's how I learned. I watched all the old heads sit there and play, talk shit, and then ask a question after a game was over with.
No, we could release a mini book. So when black babies are born, they just hand it to them. Here's how you play spades. Just leave it with them in the in the little incubator or whatever the shit is called. Here you go. Just leave it there. Right. Eventually they'll read it. Maybe. I don't know.
The guide to being black. Ooh, Zay, that might be a good book for us to work on.
The guide to being black, right?
And we could probably sell it to a bunch of liberal white people. I hate to say it.
Dude, oh my God. Can you imagine how much they've been? It's the book they are dying for right now.
Oh my God. You know how that book would probably fucking sell.
The best is when they're not all wearing their belts on their pants no more. It's just like, oh, they pass it down to their knees. How did this happen? Yeah, I can't get that. I'm not letting that go. That man would have got away.
My man took that shit like a G though. I'm not gonna. I mean, he had no choice. Well, he did have a choice. He definitely could have.
Many options. He had many of options. He chose to document his assault and battery for future court cases. That's all that was.
Fellas, if you're gonna do the nasty shit, if you're gonna cheat, if you're gonna do that, turn your location off. Because she knew where he was at. Mm-hmm. Like she was in. I felt like she was in the restaurant and then came out. And then followed him. Like she knew his whole location.
That's black women for you. They'll get a doggy bag. They'll watch the whole time. Get a doggy bag and watch you walk out. Hey, let me get that to go.
And then go tag your ass up.
Hey,
I got beat up with a Louis belt. Damn.
It was a Louis belt.
It was. Well, yeah. What looked like to be a Louis belt, allegedly. Oh, which I'm sorry. I don't know why this brought me back, but kind of go back to yep, that's racist real quick. You know that little fucker had the nerve to come at me and say some shit, the one I was telling you about. His dumbass had the audacity to come at me talking about he was better off than me. You know, I was able to tactfully acquire his IP address and some personal information. That little fucker was 7 months behind on back child support.
That's hilarious.
First off, how do you do that? Let's talk afterwards because there are a lot of people I want to get to know because I say a lot of shit on Facebook and people are bold these days when they know they're not gonna run into you. You know?
Oh my God,
I could track anybody down.
Because I'm not going to Idaho.
Yeah, no, like after I let him know he was 7 months behind, he said, "Oh, he shut the fuck up quickly." So
you gotta love those people. Those are the people in like North Dakota and shit with nothing better to do.
no, his ass was fucking what the fuck, Ellington, Connecticut.
Oh, he's in Connecticut.
Yeah, Ellington, Connecticut.
Ain't shit to do in Connecticut neither, so it makes sense.
Yeah, little fucking punk ass bitch. Hey, face on. I saw him at a stand up at one of his stand ups at whatchamajigget, the fucking comedy club.
Funny Bone?
Yeah, Funny Bone. I saw him
Yeah.
at Funny Bone. Yeah.
Anytime he's at the Funny Bone, he would be with me the day before hanging. Love
sure.
Love. He's amazing. What a hilarious dude.
I can't. What movie was that with him and Kevin Hart? Where he had all what's it, Kevin Hart?
He had a show with Kevin Hart. He was on a show with Kevin Hart. Husbands of Hollywood.
No, this was before this. This was before. Was it Kevin Hart? I can't remember. It was an old ass movie. But anyways.
He's done a lot of movies.
Well, talk about was that?
I think it was Couples Retreat. That's my favorite one.
Oh, that show was funny as hell. He had a
Yeah.
young girl in Couples Retreat. He had the young girl. But talking about movies, my in rotation this week, and Isaiah, if you probably don't know, but in rotation is pretty much a song or album or something that I've been feeling or just been on my in rotation pretty much all week, whether it's new, old, whatever. But yeah, this week is Square Root of Impossible by Madeline Mills from the soundtrack Jingle Jangle. I don't know if you guys have seen Jingle Jangle on Netflix. Definitely, if you got kids, check it out. It's a Christmas movie, pretty dope. It's one of those movies. It's a musical production / movie. Pretty dope. Like I'm not the biggest music production, well, not musical production, but like the biggest like theater person or whatever. But like this would be something that I would be interested in seeing in like theater or on Broadway whenever shit opened up, and I would hope that they would do it. But anyways, Square Root of Impossible, performed by Madeline Mills. Super, yes, her in the middle. This young talented actor, actress. I know it's different nowadays. But anyways, this young actress, she did phenomenal. Her whole routine throughout this song had me dancing, my son dancing, the whole family dancing. It's a cute movie, definitely dope song. From the production of it, the lyrics of it, just the way it builds up. Yeah, definitely love the song. So it's been constantly in my rotation, my son's rotation. I'm pretty sure I hear it downstairs actually on his Alexa because I can hear his Alexa from where I'm at, and that's playing now. So yeah, Square Root of Impossible by Madeline Mills, Jingle Jangle. Check that out. It's a pretty good movie too, all around. But I think it would be better overall production, I guess, like Broadway show or that theatrical production than the movie. I feel like Netflix didn't drop the ball, but they weren't able to provide it the best production quality or like
dude, that's Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Like
everywhere.
No, the acting was phenomenal. The acting was great. I'm just like, when I look at the storyline, I look at the production, I feel like there were so many more elements that they could have probably built upon in the story. Yeah. Like I felt like they stretched certain things out that they probably didn't need to, or that were unnecessary, or had certain things in there that was unnecessary and kind of like, I'm just that kind of production geek. It's phenomenal on Netflix, but I feel like if Disney would have had its hand on it, it definitely would have been a little bit better. But that's just me.
Netflix, they seem like they give more money.
Yo, Netflix,
they seem like they give more money for their projects. They've had some really good projects lately.
Nah, honestly, Netflix, I feel is done. I feel like for right now, like they give me one solid thing and don't say Queen's Gambit that they fucking released.
What was that movie with it?
Original.
Where they couldn't die, where they was getting shot, but they couldn't die. They kept coming back. Like I can't remember the name of the dang movie.
Not Six Undone. That was I know which one. I watched that. I watched that twice. It
the
was
Old
cool.
Guard or whatever it was.
Yeah, the Old Guard. The Old Guard was.
It was pretty good. It was pretty decent.
It was pretty good. Like it wasn't nothing that like, oh, I gotta go back to. You know what I'm saying? Like I went. There hasn't been anything like that other than Jingle Jangle, which I mean it was a fun family movie, so I watched it twice with my son. But do I see myself going back to it? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Jingle Jangle, no.
But that's what I'm saying. What
Black Nutcracker, if you're wondering.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the
well, listen, if you're gonna do a black nutcracker, you got to have Felicia Rashad in it. I love her so much. She's always been one of my favorite human beings since I was a kid.
See, all the way from the Huxtable days.
As a matter of fact, I'll never forget the day. I want to say it was sometime in the mid '80s when Ahmad Rashad proposed to Felicia Rashad at halftime.
Oh damn, that was some time ago. I don't even think I was.
Couldn't even comprehend.
Yeah, I don't even think I was like really walking like that.
Yeah, I know who you're talking of. I just probably couldn't comprehend that time.
Well, it was weird because she was married to Bill Cosby on the show.
Yeah.
A rapist, and I didn't know that at the time. None of us did. So when she wanted to marry Ahmad Rashad, it upset me at first, but I had his rookie card with the Vikings, so that made it all okay.
You say a rapist. Now, is he really a rapist or is he opportunist? Because you're not going to tell me in the 60s and 70s where drugs were super prevalent, these women were just like, no, don't drug me up to have sex with your ugly old ass.
I don't know. I mean, my thought is, if one of them's rape, you're a rapist. I mean, there's no.
I
just got to do one of them, and that's you're in. And
I completely agree with that. But my only thing is, if these women had got what they asked for, would it have been rape? Because I think there's a lot more to the story that we're not getting.
Wait, what were they asking for?
I've heard some of them say that he promised them roles on TV shows and stuff like that they never received.
Is that right though?
I'm not sure. I don't know how it is. I got better shit to be doing.
That might be. That might not be true.
I'm actually pretty sure I've heard reports where they've said stuff that he promised women upcoming roles on shows or projects he was working on, and they never received it or something like that. I'm not sure if it was the ones that actually came out.
Sure, but I mean, I think it doesn't really matter because once you drug somebody and then fuck them, it doesn't matter what they were there for, what you promised them. I think all bets are off. All bets are off when you knock them out.
When you take a woman home from a bar, she's blackout drunk. Is that not the same? There are half the country having sex with that woman who's blacked out drunk.
And they are rapists.
Yes.
And they're rapists.
I wouldn't admit that.
They see themselves as opportunists.
They see
them as a rapist. No. You see
how well, a jury of your peers will probably go with what we're saying, rapist. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to pass that ass. If that girl ain't up, you're like, later, babe.
Later.
Sorry.
I mean, look, I said, you're talking about a country, a culture of people. We put this shit in movies all the time. It seemed like it was acceptable for a while. So to get mad at Bill Cosby.
Oh, sure, dude. And a romantic comedy would be hilarious if you raped her and then you guys get married at the end. I mean,
how is that even?
I kid you not, dude. No.
How does that?
Slow down, dude. Do you guys know General Hospital, the soap opera?
Yes.
You've heard of General Hospital. Yes. So the super couple from General Hospital in the 80s was Luke and Laura.
Mm-hmm.
They met because Luke was a rapist.
Mm-hmm.
And he raped her, and he was hot, and they fell in love. And like a year later was like the romantic wedding of the year. And it was like, oh, she's marrying a rapist.
Yeah, see, that's
weird.
90s. Like the 90s.
I say sometimes white women give off weird
rapey
vibes like that, but it's not. It's weird.
You can't let it's the culture issue that it becomes. It's just like why I don't watch Power, because white people watch Power and think we all black people like the people on the show Power and stuff like that, because you see these things on TV and it makes you believe that this is an acceptable reality in life. And that's part of the issue.
And that goes back to the shit.
Yeah, I watched King of Queens and I thought, oh, a fat guy can have sex with a hot girl? That's great. I mean, that's what TV's for. It's to make you think you could do stuff. Frank, he's right. I wouldn't touch a drunk woman, Frank says, but Frank's also on probation, so.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Frank. I'm not
Frank can't risk it.
Look, man. I'm not touching a drunk woman. I don't want to be around a drunk woman by myself. Fuck that.
I ain't bringing up no names, but I know a couple of guys is taking out some girls that are drunk or on Molly or whatever the hell they was doing that night.
God.
So I'm not going to point fingers.
But that's the thing. Like, once again, we can't do that as black men.
Oh, no,
I can if I walk into if somebody walks into a room with me putting fucking Sally down in the bed and Sally's fucking drunk, I'm in fucking trouble. And why do I say that? Because guess what? I had that kind of situation happen to me when I was in the military. And that shit don't fucking go away easy, even when they know it's not the fucking truth. A false accusation is a fucking false accusation, and that shit fucking runs. That shit runs true. I mean, runs like follows you for years, even after the fact. So, like, yeah, nah. If you drunk white women by myself, no, drunk women, period. Nah, I'm good. Not by myself. I'm the dude that's like, hey, I need a witness. I need somebody. Nah, I don't play with that shit.
So Bill Cosby should have been Hugh Hefner. Oops, did I say that out loud?
That was definitely his mistake, because you're a million% right. And Zay, I mean, I don't know what you're looking for here. Do you want me to tell you that you're right about all that? Because
no, I just know
say it. It's a shame, but it's true.
I know hoes hang out with hoes, athletes hang out with athletes. If Cosby's a rapist and he hung out with Hefner. Look, I'm just saying, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Hey.
Not all them girls in that house maybe was over 18.
Hey, I don't want to say I agree, because I don't agree with rape, but what they decide to do with their bodies as adults, consensual adults.
No one agrees with nothing in this country, especially if recent, until someone says you can agree with it or not. That's just the country we've become. Look at Ellen DeGeneres. They hated the 90s. Everyone loves it now.
Yeah, facts.
We gotta have this fucking dude on more. He is something else, huh?
I'm loving it.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, it's something in the CMG family. Like fucking the CMG family brings it and fucking doesn't stop. Like no holds barred. Fucking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm giving us our flowers, but yeah. Like, this is the kind of content you get every Monday. But I'll piss you off shortly. Every fucking Monday. Not like all these other fucking shows that like to be all. And when I say other shows, I'm not talking about any shows on the CMG family. I'm talking about all you other fucking podcasts out here. Because this is another thing. Y'all have fucking made CMG one, because CMG has fucking blown the fuck up in 2020. Fuck a pandemic. Like, we have fucking taken off. And then two, you guys, the fans, like, as I see these engagements every fucking week grow, as I see our viewers grow, our listeners fucking grow, you guys have made this shit what it is. And I appreciate you guys for doing this. Before I actually let y'all go, I wanted to say rest in peace to Natalie DeSelli. DeSelli Reed, she passed away at the age of 53 from colon cancer. Another black queen that we've lost too soon. For all those that don't know who she was, who this queen was, she was known for her role in Baps alongside with Halle Berry, also Medea's Big Happy Family. Also in 1997, she played one of the sisters in the Cinderella live TV viewing with Brandy. So definitely beloved black queen, Natalie DeSelli Reed. She passed away today. She passed away today at the age of 23. I'm sorry, not today. She passed away last night. On
the age of what?
53.
Oh, I heard you wrong. Yeah, I heard 23. I was like, there's just absolutely no way.
No. She looked like she wasn't a day over 23 still. Still, that black don't crack. But, super unfortunate. I was super sad when I saw that. Yeah. And it's like, damn, there we go. There's a queen. And you know what I'm saying? Another person that we lost to colon cancer. You know what I mean? We've already lost, Chadwick Boseman to colon cancer. And it's just like, damn. So I know I'm horrible at this. Everybody make sure you guys go get checked out. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want that one checkup to be that, because I'm horrible at it. I don't see a fucking doctor for shit. I don't trust doctors. I only go whenever it's a fucking emergency. But like,
don't feel ashamed. Trump uses Obamacare. You should too. Don't feel ashamed.
You should qualify for it now.
Don't feel ashamed. You got COVID and breaking news. Yeah, put on my Obamacare. Thank you. Don't feel ashamed. It's okay. He's right. Black people, we need to get checked. We suffer from gout and high blood pressure and diabetes and other stuff we need to have regulated all the time. So black people, he's like, go see the doctor.
Well, shit, yo, Isaiah, we appreciate you being here, brother. It's been a good, solid fucking episode.
Appreciate
Everybody that doesn't realize it or didn't know, you guys can check him out. When you guys do John about the G-Man?
Every Wednesday night, boy, 6 o'clock.
Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. And then we got some other smoke coming. So make sure you guys go to see clovercrestmedia.com and stay up to date because that podcast, the other podcast Isaiah is gonna be doing will be coming out soon. And then like if you guys are rocking with what we're doing here at I'll Piss You Off Shortly, go ahead and show us some love. We are solely funded off of you guys, the supporters. So whether you guys want to go to www.illpissyouoffshortly.com and get you some merch, use Pissed Off 15 at checkout for 15%. And actually for our value followers that've been with us from day one, from jump, there's a couple of you guys that I will be sending a personal holiday greetings card from the I'll Piss You Off Shortly family that will actually have a nice discount code in there for you as well. But yeah, show us some love. If you don't want to get some merch, go ahead, Cash App us. I'll Piss You Off Shortly. That money sign, I'll Piss You Off Shortly. And keep us going, keep us up to date, keep us, growing with the CMG family. And also, if you are a small businesses, if you would like to have your business promoted on I'll Piss You Off Shortly or any business or on the Clovercrest Media family, because we are a family here, go ahead, hit us up in the email, hit me, Joe, and we'll get some things going because we want to see these small businesses go ahead and grow. You guys don't realize it, but Clovercrest Media Group itself, I believe Joe gets what, over 80 or 800,000
80,000 downloads a month, and probably with it's a bit of an estimate, but we're probably reaching about 1.5 million people a week. So you get some good bang for your buck. Rates are pretty low. Buying the ground floor.
So foundation with us, man. We're here and we're showing improving. We're episode 22, and you see we have 2 hours and 50. We're going on 2 hours and 51 minutes of pure content. All right. So this isn't just a flyby, a quick 30-second slot, and you never get to hear your name again. No, this is I've got two plus hours on my show. I know John with the G-Man goes an hour plus. I know Divided We Stand hits an hour plus. We have 30 plus podcasts on here. I'll say at least half of them get into the distance. Take the distance. And when I say take the distance, I'm talking lengthwise, but guess what? 100% of our podcasts take the distance content wise. So when you buy into Clovercrest Media, and when I say buy into, I'm not necessarily talking monetary, but definitely mean that though, but not just necessarily meaning that. I'm talking about giving us your time, giving us your engagements. We appreciate it. So make sure you guys are out here sharing, letting your people know that, I'll Piss You Off Shortly is a spot to be at 9 p.m. on Monday nights. Where you get all the content like this. You get raw, cut, unfiltered content like this. And just fun around, shoot the shit, talk the shit, kind of atmosphere, right? Also,
not to mention, like Frank, our buddy Frank, dude. If you want to tag a relative, I'll shit talk the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah,
you just give me your relative, tell me what gets him going, and I'll fucking zing him.
Hey, Frank said it best. Show started at fucking 9:15. I've got 12:08 on my clock. So you guys let me know. You let me know what other podcast is giving you this fucking content on every week on a weekly basis.
You want to pop those shoes up one more time?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Isaiah, if you got anything you want to plug while I try and turn my lights on.
Anything I want to plug, I think you covered everything. There's nothing much for me to cover. Like he said before, Clovercrest Media, get on board if you can. We're a growing podcast network, and we continue to grow, and we're going to continue to grow. We got a lot of stuff coming up, especially at the end of the year. Like he said, we're working on a few other shows, a couple of multi-week shows I'm working on. But yeah, we're working on some things, and we're going to put it together real well.
Nice.
But hurry up, people, because these unemployment checks ain't coming fast enough.
Hell yeah.
Support us.
Support right here. Matter of fact, you can support I'll Piss You Off Shortly by getting these or passing this along. If you know somebody that knows somebody that's a size 8 in women's shoe, or if you want to have these as a collector's item. See, it shows I got the light shining so crazy in here.
I do like those.
1,000 plus. I lost count at 1033, and then I still had like a whole side of the shoe to do of crystals. So, and then you got them on the back too, and I'm working on another pair actually. But so yeah, any of these another customization I can do. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of customizations y'all want, crystallize anything. Don't have to be these shoes in particular, but 300 or best offer for I'll pitch you off shortly, fam. When I say best offer, don't come lowballing me, nothing crazy. I need to at least, you know what I'm saying, at least get the material cost back. But hey, from us to you guys, once again, I appreciate it. Make sure you guys check us out. I'll pitch you off shortly on all social media platforms. I'll pitch you off shortly.com, clovercrestmedia.com/I'll pitch you off shortly. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a family member to come get this smoke, aka Frank's uncle. Wow. Hey, it's been real. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Isaiah. For Rob, Benjamin, Joe McGuire, this is I'll pitch you off shortly. Have a good night.
One day, I'm gonna get it right one day. Hey, remember how many times you used to do the messages for your voice? It goes something like this. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for locking into another episode of I'll Pitch You Off Shortly. This is the podcast where we debate everyday issues, pushing your thought process beyond what's normal. The topics discussed here are meant to be intense, promote growth, and at times may have you feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Me too, a little bit. We may not always agree, and we will more than likely have varied opinions. But with that being said, I can't promise to be your favorite podcaster. Neither do I want to. But I can promise to be transparent, fair, and open-minded. So please, if you think you've got the stamina, passion to debate, analyze, and challenge the normal, please take a number. I promise you, I'll pitch you off shortly. Hey, mama.